Due to the commercial failure of True Crime New York City, Activision canceled plans for Part 2. This led Activision to shelve the True Crime series. In 2007, Activision had Treyarch start development on a new game. They wanted them to develop an open world game for 7th-gen consoles. Initial plans had Treyarch developing a game called Black Lotus. Black Lotus featured a female assassin as the protagonist. A former employee puts it like this: the protag was modeled off of Lucy Liu. She was used as a basic inspiration for the female lead. She played in movies such as Charlie Angels and Kill Bill. However, there were some issues with having a female protagonist. In an interview with Gamasutra, a source claimed Activision told them to lose the chick. It was also claimed that female leads don't sell video games. Activision denied these claims. They responded with, "The company doesn't have a policy of telling its studios what game content they can develop, nor has the company told any of its studios that they cannot develop games with female lead characters." There were even comments that True Crime New York City initially had a white protag lead until the success of San Andreas. Activision eventually takes Black Lotus away from Treyarch, and Treyarch becomes a Call of Duty developer, losing all of its creativity. Who remembers that Spider-Man game? Ah man, that was like one of their best games. Towards the end of 2007, Activision had approached a new developer, United Front Games, which were a new development team. They were founded in literally 2007 and consisted of only 10 people. It's a bit strange that Activision would hire a brand new developer versus going with Luxaflux, who had developed the first 2 True Crime games, but it does make sense. They then began developing their own Black Lotus, as when we look at the Gamasutra interview, reports state that the original Black Lotus differed to the United's Black Lotus, as it had a far different shape and it might as well be a new project. Sometime in 2008, Activision noticed something. Black Lotus was very similar to its True Crime series, the same series that they shelved after the failure of New York City. They decided to rebrand it into a True Crime game, and Activision claimed the innovations from Black Lotus could revitalize the franchise and make the game successful in its own right. On December 12, 2009 at the VGAs, True Crime Hong Kong debuted. The trailer looked very similar to the final product being Sleeping Dogs, but of course, lower res. The game was slated for fall 2010. Unlike the prior 2 games, Hong Kong didn't go for recreating the real city in the game. Instead, they opted for their own depiction of Hong Kong. Fast forward to May 2010, Activision had delayed the game to 2011. This would allow for the development team to deliver a better product. The next month, the game was shown off at E3 2010. Gameplay was featured in, was I the only one wondering why the main character ran like he was about to take a shit? In an interview with IGN at E3 2010, the lead producer Jeff O'Connell breaks down how they started development.
Thanks for being with us. It's been a while since we've seen True Crime. How many years?
It's supposed to be about 5 years, actually.
That's quite a long time.
5 years since True Crime New York City, and a lot more since True Crime LA.
So how did you guys come to work on the series, and what's your background, and really how did you get to this project?
Well, United Front Games started in 2007, and at that point in time, Activision wanted to reboot True Crime. You know, it was a time for a new game, a new gen of consoles, and they met with us, and you know, a bunch of us had come from EA, working on Need for Speed and Godfather and Skate, a bunch of guys from Rockstar, guys from Radical who'd work on Hulk and Prototype and Scarface. We had this amazing team of guys ready to build an open world game, and we really started from there. And the thing that they told us was, you have carte blanche, you can create something entirely new, you can reboot it, just make sure the main guy is a cop. And that's where we've gone. We put him in Hong Kong, because we learned that The Departed, a movie about an undercover cop, was inspired by Infernal Affairs. It was a Hong Kong cinema movie. We thought, take a great story, you know, like that, and you add the Hong Kong kung fu, the action, and you kind of mix Hong Kong action cinema and Hong Kong drama, and that's what we're trying to do here.
Once early 2011 hit, Activision had announced they canceled the game. This was due to quality issues, and unfortunately, United Front was affected. The game was playable from start to finish, and it was virtually complete. Activision later in 2011 June explained escalating budget and development delays were main contributing factors in the game's cancellation. The increase in budget and delays meant the game had to be very successful to be worth the investment. In August of 2011, Square Enix purchased the publishing rights to the game. They didn't buy the rights to True Crime, and thus the game was renamed to Sleeping Dogs, giving it no relation into true crime. On February 7, 2012, Square Enix revealed the trailer for Sleeping Dogs, a live-action trailer for the game. Many were excited because the spiritual successor of true crime would live on. Square Enix stepped in to help improve combat. Mike Scopa, design director, stated combat was refined using feedback from Square Enix. References were drawn from The Protector, a Thai martial arts film. The combat system emphasized multi-directional combat, strike-based gameplay, and environmental interaction. Designers did extensive research in Hong Kong to create an accurate depiction of the city. Art designers studied the city's environment and took over 20,000 photos as references for the physical environment. They also traveled via foot to various locales. This included clubs and malls. They even interviewed ex-Triad members and retired members of Hong Kong Police Force Anti-Triad Unit. This was used as inspiration for narratives and character design. Sound designers spent several days in the city overseeing dialogue sessions and capturing ambient noises. You can tell just how much more commitment Square Enix had to this game versus Activision. The game would release on August 14, 2012 for North America, the 16th for Australia, the 17th for Europe, and the game would release under a different title called Sleeping Dogs Hong Kong Secret Police for Japan on September 27, 2012. Sleeping Dogs reviewed well and managed to sell 1.5 million copies by the end of September 2012. Like in Square Enix fashion, they claimed the game did not meet sales expectations and it was considered a failure. United Front Games would give us an enhanced version called Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, released 2 years later for 8th gen consoles. It included all 24 DLC and featured improved graphics and gameplay. There were even plans for a sequel that would follow Shin. He was said to have a corrupt partner named Henry Fang. It would have featured a branching storyline swapping between Shin and Fang, but plans were ultimately scrapped before production. There were even plans for United Front Games to give us an online game called Triad Wars, a spin-off online game that was announced on September 22nd, 2014. In 2015, we got a beta for the game, but watching some gameplay for this, it didn't give me the impression of an MMO. One of the peeps from Polygon who actually gave his impressions for it said it best.
I mentioned that it was like asynchronous multiplayer. What that means is that in your city, there are 5 or 6 other people who are not really there, but are placed in different like hideouts throughout the city. And what you do is you level up your personal sort of hideout with different rackets that you're doing. So like you could have like a cockfighting ring, you could be making drugs probably.
As expected, the game was shut down. Unfortunately, United Front Games would close on October 17, 2016. They offered no details regarding its closure, however, it's likely due to the cancellation of Triad Wars and no planned sequels. Reports of a movie adaptation for the video game had started in 2017. In March of 2017, a live-action film adaptation was announced. Initially, it would be produced by Neil H. Moritz. Roughly 8 years later, in 2025, the lead actor Donnie Yen had shared the film was no longer in works. Later in January of 2025, Simu Liu, who expressed interest in the project, stated he was working to bring the film adaptation to fruition. In February of this year, 2025, IGN confirmed pre-production on the film had started. Liu would produce the film and star as Wei Shin. Fast forward to October of 2025, Liu announced the first draft of the script written by Zhang Chun. Looking at Zhe Shun's backlog, he wrote for TV shows such as Kashmir Mafia, Once Upon a Time, and Gotham. Please don't get mad at how I pronounce that man's name. I'm sorry, I do not speak Chinese. But it looks like Sleeping Dogs, the live action, is in good hands, but will it come out? Sleeping Dogs follows Wei Shin, an undercover cop. Wei Shin is voiced by Will Yun Lee. His goal is to take down a triad organization known as Sun On Yi. Based on the Sun Yi On, Shin's story will involve a balance between his police mission and his triad missions. The game takes place in Hong Kong, which is split into 4 districts named after regions of the city. While not a true crime game in name, they managed to rework the karma system from the prior 2 true crime games. Upgrades are tied to actions. Good or cop actions tied to how lawful Shin operates during story and cop missions. Bad or triad actions are tied to how violently Shin behaves. In addition, Shin has melee upgrades. These are tied to Jade statues. There are also face advantages, which are a different type of upgrade. Shin also has health upgrades. Finding health shrines will grant Shin maximum health increases. As I go through this retrospective, I will share my experiences with this game, what I enjoyed, what I didn't enjoy, and I'll of course course break down all the necessary things throughout the game. If you enjoy videos like this, then I urge you to hit the like button on this video. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. Subscribe if you enjoy videos like this. With that being said, what yo, and let's hop into the video. The story opens up with Wei Shen meeting with a drug dealer, but things head south.
收到啦。咩啊？好多錢？
搞錯，佢帶住咁大把刀嘅。
明白。
情報話目標喺南邊過緊嚟啊。
嗯，清楚。OK，各單位準備，同我睇實佢。
你捉個 Wei Shen 先好啊！
He's early.
I'm not fucking blind.
Relax, old boy. We're on the same side, remember?
條友都幾串喎。喂，有冇貨？
Yeah, you got the money?
喂，情報有變，
咩啊？
有個碼頭警衛，佢由後面上緊嚟啊！
揾人截住佢啦！
冇可能，我哋呢度太遠啦路。
細路唔好亂嚟啊！
Look, I can get you 3-4 keys a week if you want.
睇下點？
What? My shit's not good enough for you?
喂，究竟發生咩事啊？
咩啊？邊撚個啊你？
停手，咪喐！
Come, my friend. Just
Are you crazy? No, don't.
maybe we can sort something out, huh?
你兇我啊！你知唔知我係邊個啊？
所有伙計唔好俾佢走得啦！截住佢！
好傷害我啊 ！Fucking hell! Don't do it, man! Don't do it! Let's go! Let's go!
It's here I see the vast improvement from the prior games. Playing this on a PC also gives me 60 FPS. Shen follows Naz, who is voiced by CJ Romani. Sleeping Dogs gives the main character parkour moves that become important to perfect. This first section serves to instill these parkour moves into the player, as well as to get an introduction to the events of the game. Eventually, Shen is caught and then is sent to a holding cell.
警察，咪喐！
我哋而家要拘捕你。
Come on, we can work something out, right? 唔使諗啦，入到監倉裏面慢慢反省啦。而家唔係事必要你講，除非你自己想講。但係你所講嘅嘢可能會用紙同筆記低，然之後成為呈堂證供。你明白？
Hey man, I told you next week，下個禮拜 OK？OK？
點解你同我講埋呢啲
嘢
啊？唔掂咁樣出嚟行啦
It's Jackie from Old Prosperity, man.
Oh shit. Jackie Ma.
It is you. I can't fucking believe it. What are you doing here? When did you get back? Well,
Jackie Ma, who's voiced by Edison Shin.
like shit.
Hey, fuck you. 15 years to do that. We're not kids anymore.
Whatever, man. Ask anyone. Jackie Ma still looks good.
Jackie Ma is still the same old, but good to see you.
What the fuck? They finally deport your ass from the United States?
It was mutual. Time I came home anyway.
Yeah, lock up. Home sweet home. So what they get you on?
Nothing that'll stick.
Ha! Well, don't let them pin any extra shit on you. Fuckers will try, let me tell you. Once they hear you're from Old Prosperity, happens all the time.
Hey, so you still in touch with any of the guys from there?
A few, people kind of go their separate ways, but you remember Winston? He's moved all the way up to Redpole in the Sun On Ye. I've got a couple of things going with him right now, matter of fact.
Huh. Redpole and the Sun on Ye. Shit, Dog Eyes always said he'd be running that neighborhood.
They speak on Winston and Dog Eyes. Winston is voiced by Perry Shin and Dog Eyes is voiced by Ron Wan.
They were pretty tight back then, but now... Hey, wasn't Dog Eyes hanging with your sister?
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Hey, remember when we were kids and you stabbed Dog Eyes with a pen? You totally saved my ass that day. Oh man, I gotta tell Winston that story. He'll fucking love it. Man, Wei fucking Shen in the flesh. I can't believe it.
Jackie Ma.
Looks like I'm out of here.
Hey, Jackie. So look, if you and Winston ever need help with any of that shit you got going on with him,
Of course, man. Look me up when you get out. It'll just be like old times.
It seems that the evidence against you has failed to appear. How do you explain that? You must be a very dangerous man, Wei Shen. That is exactly what we want people to think. I trust that my men weren't too rough on you, officer.
you might ask them the same question, sir. Those guys are out of shape. It paid off, though. I made contact with Jackie Ma. I'm in.
Good work. Use him to get close to Winston Chu. Do whatever it takes. Raymond here will be your handler. You'll report everything through him.
Our intel suggests that Winston is looking for muscle. You need to find a way to make him trust you.
I've done this before.
Not in Hong Kong. American gangs, even Asian ones, don't compare to the triads here. The Sun On Yi is the most powerful
Look,
gang.
Raymond. Your name's Raymond, right?
Yes.
I grew up with these guys. I know who they are, what they are. All the intel reports in the world won't give you that.
We want the Red Poles, the lieutenants like Winston, all of them. And most of all, the Dragonhead.
Candidly, Wei, previous attempts to get close to him haven't panned out. We don't have much to go on. That's why you're here. I'm hoping that you can bring something more to our investigation.
I understand, sir. Look, the sooner I'm on the street, the sooner I can start.
Raymond will be in touch. Oh, and Wei, good luck out there.
Respectfully, sir, are you sure about him? He'll be under extreme stress maybe for a very long time. Now, I'm not sure he has the discipline to hold up. According to the file, he has a history of extreme behavior.
Yes, and an astonishing number of convictions.
He obviously blames the triads for what happened to his family. It could turn into a vendetta.
Raymond, Wei Shen.
It turns out Shen is an undercover cop tasked with destroying the Triad. He is recruited by Thomas Pendrew, who was voiced by the late Tom Wilkinson.
Wait, Shen? Man, this is going to be great.
Yeah, thanks again, Jackie. I appreciate the intro.
No problem, man. By the way, you know I tried looking you up a few years back, but I couldn't find shit. Do they have internet in America?
I think they're getting it next year.
Guess you were in prison or something. Come on, let's get out of here.
Shen will work with Raymond, his handler. He is voiced by Byron Mon. Raymond and Shen will butt heads throughout the game's plot, but Raymond is ultimately a good guy. Shen reminds me a bit of Nick King. Hong Kong origins, history of excessive violence, prior experience as a cop, and a superior who believes in his ability, no matter how crazy it sounds. Shen meets up with Jackie, who agrees to introduce him to Winston. The HUD will include a health bar and a mini-map, which is similar to other GTA-like open world games. Mission structures are as simple: follow the NPC. If they get too far, the mission fails. In some other cases, if you leave the mission area, the mission fails. As the two talk, we learn a bit more in regards to a prior rat. This might also allude to Shen being caught later in the plot by the group as being a undercover cop. The two meet up with Ju Mei, which is Jackie's girlfriend, but she's not an important character.
Hey, Jill May, how are you, baby?
Jackie, you know my parents don't want you to talk to me.
Your parents don't even know me. Once we get to know each other, they'll love me.
你條契弟，我今日就收你哋。
Leave him alone!
淆底就認，打就企定。
I'm gonna call the cops!
哼，你同我含撚啦！呢度幾撚時輪到你講嘢啊？
Hey, you don't talk to her like that.
Stop it!
Get off him. I don't care who you are. Let go of Jackie. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Some thugs show up and Shen fights them off. This instills the basis to combat into the player. Shen has several combos at his disposal, and for the most part, combat initially feels great, but I gotta admit, over time, it gets very tedious. Half these moves that the game has you practice don't even matter because eventually you're gonna encounter enemies who block damn near everything, so this is all a facade. Shen can learn different moves and martial art techniques later throughout the game, which can help make combat better. If something is highlighted red while in combat when an enemy is grabbed, this can be utilized for environment blows. Environment blows essentially will make fighting a lot faster.
That looked nasty. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Bunch of fucking assholes. So, everything's cool? Well, you're welcome anyway.
Come on, Jackie. Let's go see Winston.
Here we are. Winston's mom owns the restaurant.
Oh! Where the fuck do you think you're going?
Relax, man. This is Wei. Wei Shen. I told you about him, remember?
Fuck! We can't keep track of your bullshit friends, Jackie. No outsider.
He's not an outsider. He's from old prosperity. Like us. Hochi all day. Wei's old school, you know? I grew up with the guy.
Old prosperity, huh? 點解我唔記得你嘅?
I've been on vacation. Jackie said you were looking for people.
Oh, Jackie話嘅?
No. You should have seen it, Winston. Wei just beat up like 10 of Dog Eye's guys in the market by himself.
係咩?
They attacked us. Seems to me you could use some better help.
你講乜嘢嚇?
Winston, I don't like this cocky little fucker.
Wait a minute. 等一陣. I do remember you. You had a sister, right, 係咪啊?
Yeah, Mimi.
Mimi Shen. I remember her. Hung out with Dog Eyes. No offense. 真係熟到爆㗎. Where's she now?
She's dead.
Sorry. 唔好意思啊. So, 10 guys, huh? You fearless? Or just crazy?
Try capable.
We'll see. Conroy, you know that problem we got in the market? Why don't you take Wei with you? Hey, Jackie, hang back a second. I want to hear more about your friend.
All right. You want to be a tough guy? Let's see if you can handle yourself. Dude, see what he's got.
Great. That's all I fucking need.
Winston orders Conroy to take Shin to deal with the problem. Conroy, however, hazes Shin, and this instills the counter system, the thing that you're going to interact with the most in this game, but I kinda dislike this approach when it comes to combat. See, playing Streets of LA, the combat after a while, it got harder depending on who you fought, but it was satisfying when you defeated those people. Fighting against the general felt satisfying when you beat him, but in this game, combat, once you have counters down, it doesn't feel as satisfying. Eventually, Winston breaks up the fight, but Dog Eyes pulls up.
Hey, 你哋搞乜撚嘢啊? Boss, we were just leaving. 走啦嚇.
And it was just getting interesting too. Winston, my old friend. So good to see you. How's your family, huh?
What do you want, Dog Eyes?
Oh, Winston, wait. Brother, I just came to talk to you, man. For old time's sake. Let's work something out here, okay? We can share the night market, huh? We're both Song Yi, both grown men. We shouldn't be fighting like children. Hey, who's the new blood?
It's Wei. You remember Mimi Shen? Back when you first started getting girls with Big Smiley?
Oh, Mimi. Oh, yeah. First girl ever sucked my cock. Yeah, so what?
Wei's her brother.
And I was the first guy who ever stabbed you. You remember me now?
Whoa, Wei, what the fuck, man? Seriously, Wei? I apologize. I'm really sorry. Your sister blew me.
The night market is mine, Dog Eyes. You got Siwa in the warehouse. That was the deal. So stay the fuck out.
Hey, tell your sister give me a call, huh? I wouldn't mind giving her a mouthful.
He hasn't changed.
Yeah, he is. He used to be my friend. Jackie, you two go to the night market. You make sure people understand that I'm in control, not Dog Eyes. Got it?
Got it, boss. 冇問題.
And you fuck up anybody who tries to get in your way. I want to send a fucking message.
Shen reveals that his sister had an overdose, and it's also revealed that it was Dog Eyes that got her into drugs. And this is why Shen blames Dog Eyes, and by association Sun On Yi, for his sister's death. Shen is taken to various vendors to extort them. Some of them decline, they send enemies, while other vendors are being harassed, so Shen takes care of the men.
Oh, that was awesome, man. All this teen. It's like you were born to do this.
Hey, Jackie!
You want to tell Harry what's going on?
Just keeping an eye on things.
Yeah? What'd you see?
I tell you what I didn't see. Nothing to be impressed about. I'm watching you, new guy. You fuck up?
What? We're gonna throw down? What kind of grade school shit is this, huh? I work my ass off all day, so fuck off and grow up.
Jackie, you're coming with me. We got something to take care of. And you! Don't fuck with me.
At this point, you're introduced to the reward system. I already touched bases on this, but every mission you're either given cop points or triad points or face points depending on what missions you're doing. And these missions can also be replayed, similar to how Streets of LA missions could be replayed. And as mentioned, the other mission type favors are also highlighted. These are very similar to errands or optional missions. These are tied to face experiences and that experience points that you get. It's very important that you tackle all three of these, as skills are tied to these, and you want to max these out so that you can get the most benefit out of Shen. Now during battle, when Shen fights, he builds up the face meter, and once he activates it, he gets a number of effects. The most notable one is health regen. The bar is represented by a yellow bar, and it's on the right side of the map. Shen gets back to Winston and he's upset.
Damn! Are you shitting me? So what'd you do?
Nothing. 真係乜都冇. I came straight to you. Didn't want to start anything major, but without you knowing, you know?
So get this. A couple years ago, this guy Ming came to me and asked me to look out for him while he did business. Special K mostly, but other stuff too. I thought, why not? I'd take a nice little cut for my boys, no problem. But this week, I sent Jackie here to pick up the envelope, and he tells my boy to fuck off. Apparently, he's friends with Dog Eyes now, so we can all go fuck ourselves.
You want me to make an example out of Dog Eyes?
That home Garton is gonna get what's coming in. Right now, I need someone to take care of me.
Turns out the main chase is the same one from the initial gameplay that we got for True Crime Hong Kong trailer reveal. Shen chases down Ming, he gets ambushed while chasing Ming. Shen takes on several enemies including Ming himself. Ming wields a knife, and I have to say fighting enemies with weapons is a little tricky in this game, as sometimes you might dodge them but you still might get hit with an additional attack if they're attacking multiple times. Shen eventually takes them all down including Ming, and Shen encounters Inspector Jane Ting.
Dog Eyes gonna kill you! Fuck Dog Eyes! Winston owns this area. You fuck with us, and you'll regret it. Okay. But please, make sure Dog Eyes doesn't kill me. Fuck. Hey, watch it.
Wei Sheng, I'm Inspector Tang. You have quite a rap sheet here. Multiple arrests in San Francisco, alleged ties to organized crime, and now you're here, enforcing for the Sun On Yi. You know, you don't have to throw your life away like this.
Your concern's really moving. I appreciate that. I'm suddenly realizing I should have never dropped out of art school. I could have made it. I could have been a real somebody. Thank you for showing me the light, officer.
I want to give you a chance, Shen, but you have to work with me. Then maybe I can cut you a deal. Oh, Superintendent, I'm in the middle of an interrogation.
Inspector, there's been a misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding, sir.
As your superior officer, I'm instructing you to release this man.
But sir, I have it on record that he's Sun On Yi.
I understand that.
I can't simply just cut him loose. I mean, you're asking me to release a criminal with known connections to the Triad, and not only is it against
for God's
protocol,
sake, Tang, he's one of us.
What?
Jesus, Pendrew, let me get the door. There are a few badges outside who didn't hear you.
It's all right, Wei. We can trust her.
Trust her? I just met her.
Congratulations, Tang, so now you know. Maybe now we can make sure that we're helping Wei, not making his job harder than it already is, hmm?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
No, you don't. Now see yourself out.
Permission to speak freely.
Denied. You need to be more careful, Wei. Much more careful. I can't bail you out like this again.
Sir,
I don't want to hear it. Just be careful.
She is voiced by Kelly Hu. You only see her very few times. Tang is majorly involved in the sub-missions called cop missions. The first two missions are required to complete the game, though I will go over that after going over the main events of the game. Shen wakes up in a dingy apartment, and you can visibly see a picture of his mother and his sister. The game never tells us what happened to his mother. If you read the information, took her own life after his sister died. Continuing on, Shen has access to 4 safe houses in total in this game. Each one actually corresponds to the act in which case the game takes place in. While not an official thing, it's the easiest way to kind of keep track of the events of the game. So in each safe house, Shen has a place he can change clothes, he can sleep, he can hack cameras. He also has access to a cell phone that allows him to read intel. The intel is used to give more context to the characters, including Wei Shen himself. While I do like this aspect in video games, it does feel a bit lazy as many pieces of intel could have been incorporated into the story's plot, but instead you're forced to read it. Though it's not as bad as Final Fantasy XIII. While I do love that game, vast amounts of lore is behind menus. At this point, Shen can move more freely, either starting side content or straight lining for the next story mission. Green shields represent the story missions. Sleeping Dogs also has a garage system similar to True Crime New York City. Anywhere you see a parked sign, Shen can pick up any vehicle he has purchased or earned throughout the game. Shen's starting vehicle is a motorcycle. I also quickly found out that in Hong Kong they drive on the other side of the road. Now unlike its prior games, Shen can't perform frisk and he doesn't have a gun. While True Crime New York City had an inventory system for weapons, Sleeping Dogs abandoned this system. However, cops still operate somewhat similar, though they act more like cops in GTA. The cops can and will subdue you if you break the law right in front of them. In Streets of LA, the cops were lax and only came after you filled the meter a certain point. In New York City, this meter was way reduced and they came much faster, and in some cases if you didn't introduce yourself at crime scenes, they had their guns pointing at you. You get a heat level the very first time you're seen committing a crime, and as you do more and more things, this level will rise up and the cops get more aggressive. Eventually, if the player hits heat 5, the SDU will replace the police. Shen, wanting to get further into the triad, meets with Jackie.
Wait, you okay, man? You look like someone took a shit on your face.
Jackie, I'm just a little frustrated, stuck being Winston's errand boy. You know, I was making serious bank back in the States.
Come on, we're just paying our dues. Winston's a loyal guy. He'll hook us up when the time's right.
You can't always wait for the world to hand you what you want. Sometimes you gotta just take it.
Totally, man.
It's time to take a little initiative. We gotta prove ourselves to Winston and the Sun On Yi, or we'll never move up. Is there anything going down in the next few days?
Shit, yeah, there is. Dog Eyes has a big shipment of stolen goods coming in.
Well, it's good for Dog Eyes, but that might be too much too fast. Last thing I need right now is taking a sticky red pull up my ass.
It's not like that. It's a small deal. Word is there's only a few low-level Londoners looking after it. If we boost that shit and give Winston a nice fat cut, he's gonna be mad impressed. No way he doesn't promote us after that.
You'd have to be certain it couldn't be traced back to Winston. Or us.
Sure, of course. They're never gonna know it was us. Unless we get caught.
Well, we won't unless you fuck it up. Come on, get in.
Time to move up in the world.
The two head to the warehouse and put on masks. Shin will dispatch several of the men, and then the cargo van that they're going for will make a run for it. The two chase after the cargo van, and cars do take a lot longer to take out in comparison to the other two games. Plus, there isn't a health indicator for the car. Eventually, the car will stop, and Shin's surprised the big brake is just cheap watches. Then the cops show up, and the two have to escape the cops. Escaping the cops is also harder in this game in comparison to the last two games. There are so many missions in this game that you have to escape the cops. It's not fun. It felt more challenging than fun to try to escape the cops, let alone in a van that's slow. After you get away from the cops, Jackie offers the armored van to Shin to utilize.
So where's this guy we're meeting?
Don't worry, I'll take it from here.
You sure you don't want me to stick around?
No, man, I got it under control. So no la.
All right, your deal.
Hey, wait! You did good out there. Here, take this watch. You earned it.
Great, I finally hit the big time.
Shin gets another task from Winston, and it's another opportunity to disrupt Dog Eyes.
My man Wei! You done good. You restored order to the night market.
Well, you took a chance on me, Winston. I wanted to make sure it paid off.
You got the right attitude. It's gonna pay off for you. You'll see. You know anything about the minibus racket?
Well, same as everyone. If you want to drive a good route, you pay the toll.
That's right. You know the pickup on Marlboro Drive? The most profitable route in the whole fucking city. From now on, it's yours.
Thanks. I appreciate it, Winston.
Dog Eyes won't. Right now it's his route. But you know how to deal with it, huh?
It'll be my fucking pleasure.
I gotta take this. Take a few of the guys with you to back you up.
Let's go.
The mission will have Shin drive to various stops, pick up patrons, and there's going to be some opposition that stand in the way. The first one will commence a fight with various thugs. Afterwards, Conrad will call out Shin, basically believes Shin is a rat, which good indication. The last part of the mission will have Shin chase another bus, harassing the driver. He then takes its passengers, but then is hit with an ambush. Shin has to crash multiple cars, and once he's taken care of these, he has to then drop the passengers off while maintaining the satisfaction.
Here we are, people.
This was probably the most exciting thing that happened all week. You're not driving the Sim Sang Shui route, are you?
Shin will encounter a woman by the name of Amanda.
Excuse me, do you speak English?
I like to think so. Not enough to get by anyways. You?
Yeah, Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, I speak English.
I kind of guessed. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for this place, Old Temple Academy. I thought it was around here. It's supposed to be a kung fu school, but I'm totally lost. I have no sense of direction.
Yeah, I think I know where it is. I mean, it's not too far. I can give you a ride. I mean, it'll be easier than explaining where it is.
Okay, yeah, that'd be really great. My name's Amanda, by the way, or Amy. Either one is fine.
Oh, nice to meet you, Amy. I'm Wei.
Amanda is voiced by the legendary voice of Emma Stone. She's also one of the 5 girls Shin can date. Unlike in Streets of LA and New York City, the protagonist actually likes women. Jokes aside, the devs made a bare bones system allowing Shin to date. These end up being a one-time event that awards the player with some benefits. I'll touch on these later. Shin will drive her around, and while doing so, something becomes obvious. Club Bam Bam is a direct reference point to the Gulag, Rocky's club in Streets of LA. This not only confirms that Streets of LA and Sleeping Dogs take place in the same universe, but it also confirms that New York City as well, because it's a direct reference point. So Shin and Amanda do eventually arrive at the dojo, and the sensei recognizes Shin.
Say.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to sign up for some kung fu classes. I read about your school in my guidebook.
Your guidebook.
Yeah, it said you teach a style with a long lineage, but in spite of all that, it's still considered very effective.
You want to take classes, okay. And you? Did you also read about this place in some book?
Well,
Wait. I know you.
Yes, Sifu Kwa. I used to be your student. I'm Wei Shen.
Yes. The one who went to America. So you brought this girl back with you. Your skill level with girls, very good. Now time to assess your skill level in Kung Fu.
Sifu is voiced by James Liu, and turns out Shin used to be a student here. This is the reason why Shin can fight so well, because he learned from Sifu. Shin learns directional strikes. This has the added benefit of showing the enemy health, which thank goodness, right? But I must admit, it doesn't really come in that much help, but regardless, I find many of the skills taught here useless aside from a couple, because you already have access to many of the abilities aside from some that I will make sure to emphasize that are useful. While this further helps instill the mechanics into the player, after this, Shin will wrap things up with Sifu. Sifu, however, mentions some jade statues have been stolen. These statues will serve as a collect quest that Shin can partake in, because if doing so, you will get more moves that Shin can teach you, so you're incentivized to collect them.
I try to steer them in the right direction, especially the younger ones. But they all want to be Songong Yi. Now I just train them in the ways of my art. Try to teach them compassion and discretion, and pray for the best.
Sifu, I don't think there's much more you can do. Oh, Jade Rat. Song Dynasty, right?
Very good.
The Song Dynasty? That's like 1,000 years old or something. That's real?
Part of a set of 12. One for each animal of the Chinese calendar.
Sifu, you used to have the whole set. What happened to the others?
Stolen. By a former student. Corrupted by the Triads.
I'm so sorry to hear that, Sifu.
So was I. This collection meant a lot to me. But sometimes you just have to let things go. I should close up. It was good to see you again, Wei. And your lovely fiancé.
What?
Okay, that was fun. What do you want to do now?
I need to get home, but I will definitely call you later.
Shin also gets Amanda's number, and he can call her to date her. Taking her on a date will enable health shrines to show up on the map. These increase health permanently after collecting a certain amount. Winston once again has issues with Dog Eyes.
Wait! Get over here now.
What's going on, Winston?
It's Benny, manager of Club Bam Bam, old friend of mine. Now he's working for Dog Eyes. That Ham-Ga-Tan is getting back at us for taking his minibus route.
Look, I'll go talk to Benny, make him see reason.
Yeah, wait, you go do that.
Shin goes to the club to make Benny change his mind. He gets past security, then heads inside. Inside the club, Shin gets a text from Winston telling him that Benny is in VIP. Shin can't get into VIP unless he has a hostess takes them there. So Shin rizzes up one of the hostesses, Tiffany. Tiffany is voiced by Yoonjin Kim. She's another girl that Shin can date, and after dating her, the location of all the jade statues will become visible on the map. Promise you, majority of these jade statues are typically typically found around where you're doing the main quest or some of the major side quests. He tries inquiring about information with her as he goes into a karaoke section, but he doesn't get anything out of her. While I find Amanda attractive, I'm not too thrilled about Tiffany, and later you'll find out that Tiffany is a horrible cheater. Tiffany will make Shin play karaoke. Karaoke reminds me of Guitar Hero. After impressing Tiffany, Shin convinces her to give him a VIP room. Upstairs, Shin finds yet another statue, one of the 12 statues Sifu lost. Shin gets stopped by one of the thugs, and soon all hell breaks loose.
Oh, hey. Who the fuck are you?
I'm looking for Benny.
Hey, Benny!
Yeah.
Some guy here wants to talk to you.
Hey, what can I do for you? I have a message from an old friend, Winston Chu.
Winston? Well, this isn't such a good idea. I think you should leave.
He wants you to know that Dog Eyes isn't your problem anymore. If he gives you any trouble, you let Winston know, and I'll take care of it, personally.
You heard that, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Shin takes care of an initial wave of enemies. Benny soon runs downstairs, and the music that plays during this section fits the vibe perfectly. Shin eventually heads downstairs and has to fight another wave of enemies. Environmental blows comes in handy as it helps trim down the enemies because, like I said earlier, fighting eventually starts to get tedious as many enemies will be seen blocking so many times. Many will then go into the bathroom to hide, so Shin goes inside. 4 more enemies attack Shin. These tougher enemies Shin cannot grab like the others. These guys can drag out fights, so you have to rely on countering. Shin takes down all Dog Eyes goons and gets Benny to side with Winston.
Yeah. Relax, Benny. I'm not gonna kill you.
Okay.
Just listen.
Okay. What do you want?
Just what I said. Winston wants to be your friend.
And what about Dog Eyes?
Not your problem.
I hope you're right. For my sake. Can I go now?
Of course you can, Benny.
Raymond arranges a meeting with Shin. Raymond wants to check up on Shin, but Shin seems like he's ready to just jump back into the fold.
You're late.
Conroy's still watching me. He's got a real hard on.
Is your cover compromised?
Well, you haven't fished me out of the harbor yet.
All right. How are you doing?
How am I doing? Fuck, Raymond, where do I start? There's a civil war brewing in the Sun on Yi. Winston and Dog Eyes escalated practically every day. Don't you read my fucking reports?
I mean you personally. How are you doing?
Look, Raymond, I gotta get back.
Your state of mind is important, Wei. It's important to me, it's important to how you do your job.
Fuck you. I do my job just fine.
Well, that's for me to decide.
You mean Pendrew?
Pendrew assigned me as your controller. And listen, Wei, Pendrew may not be concerned about you, but I am. I know you have a personal stake here, but this cannot be a vendetta. We're cops. There are rules.
You're a cop. I'm an undercover cop. The rules are different. And you're fucking concerned about me?
You are an officer of the law, Wei, same as me.
We are not the same. You understand? We done?
Yeah, we're done.
Returning the statue to Sifu grants us a new move, choosing the charge Need Stun. Sifu has Shin demonstrate this a few times. Once mastered, Shin can use the move whenever. This move is actually useful because it allows Shin to stun enemies if he can get the move off. In order to continue the plot, you have to do a cop mission known as Pop Star. The storyline must be completed before being able to continue the plot. I'll touch on these a bit more later on, but essentially at the conclusion of this, Shin gets a smuggler by the name of Pop Star arrested, and this then leads into Shin being suspected as a rat. During this mission, however, a statue is obtained. I do take it back to Sifu to learn the tackle strike. We head over to Winston and things get hot.
It's fucking great when you're on my side.
Wait, we've been waiting for you.
You guys smell something? I do. 一直食屎嘅老鼠啊! You know what happens to rats, Wei?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, Conroy gave me all the details when he was helping me out on that midway.
You so sick! Who the fuck do you think you are, huh? You come in out of nowhere and suddenly our guys start to get arrested? He ratted out pop star, Winston. I know he did.
Oh, you're gonna do it or what? This motherfucker right here's a snitch. Is that right, Ming? You fucking rat. I sent you to pop star, but now he's in jail. Yeah? And who stands to gain the most from that? You're gonna take over pop star's whole ketamine racket now. No more scraps for you. You'll supply the whole city with drugs. You and Dog Eyes. Popstar's gone, but you're still dealing, aren't you? So who's supplying you? Are you guys actually listening to this asshole? He's a rat. He's a fucking rat.
You're still working for that bastard, aren't you? I mean,
wait, I swear.
Oh, you dirty fucker, man. Fucking rat. Clean that up. Loyalty's important, Ray. Never forget that. You're getting this business for yourself. You're bound to end up like me a long time.
Several times throughout the game, Shin will be shown having nightmares from the events that unfold. It also shows how Shin's mental state is constantly being affected by the events that unfolds during his undercover work. So Raymond texts Shin giving him his next task. He has him head over to Ping's PC for a bug. There he meets a weird girl referred to as Not Ping.
Can I help you with something?
Yeah. Are you Ping?
No, there's no Ping.
How about the owner then?
I'm the owner. I'm just not Ping.
All right, not Ping. I'm picking up hardware for Orange Lotus. You know it?
Orange Lotus? Sure. This is some pretty sophisticated stuff. Sure you can handle it?
I'll manage.
My number's on the package. You need a hand getting slot X into socket Y? Give me a call.
Did you get the bug?
I got it.
Not Ping is voiced by Selena Jade. Dating her will reveal security cameras on the map. After obtaining the bug, a thief steals it and Shin chases him down to get the bag back. Chases can and will become tedious after a while. Shin takes the bug to the golden koi, but he has to get on top of the roof to plant it inside. Shin is timed and has to plant the bug before the two come back. Inside the kitchen, there's yet another statue for Sifu. Shin now has to pick the lock to escape. I like the pick lock minigame, maybe not the most realistic, but it is fun to play. It doesn't pop up way too much in this game, so that's also a plus. A favor mission will send Shin to the temple where he grabs another statue. Taking these two statues back to Sifu, we learn the stun follow-up in the leg break. Very useful moves that Shin can utilize. With no other mission available, I start to tackle the first hotshot lead mission. After completion, the next story mission has Shin meet with Tiffany.
You okay?
No, I'm in big trouble. I really need your help, please.
What's wrong?
It's this.
A gun?
Yes. Charlie made me carry it in my purse for him. He didn't want the cops to find it, so he made me take it. And now he's gone, and I don't know what to do with it.
Charlie. He's one of Dog Eye's people, right?
Yes, and you took over, right? So in a way, the gun is yours too. You'll take it, won't you?
Sure, I'll take it. That's it? That's your big problem.
Yes, thank you so much, Wei. I knew I was right to trust you.
Don't worry, Tiffany. I'll take care of it.
Thanks, Wei. You're the greatest.
Hello?
Raymond, I got something.
What is it?
Something for ballistics. A weapon belonging to one of Dog Eye's men. Do you know Charlie Pang?
Wait, how did you get Charlie Pang's gun?
Never mind. Can you use it?
Alright, meet me. I'm on my way.
Andrew? What are you doing here? Where's Raymond?
This is something I wanted to handle personally, Wei. Do you have Charlie Pang's gun?
Yeah.
I'm sure you've noticed that guns are something of a rarity in Hong Kong. Not like in the States. This particular gun is quite important.
So who's the dead guy?
I was hoping you'd help me with that, actually. Officer Shen, take up a firing position.
Pendrew answers the one question that I had after playing the game for a bit: where are the guns? As he puts it, they're rare in Hong Kong. Cap. He instills the mechanics of guns into the player. While this is taking place, Pendrew is also creating a scenario to frame Charlie Peng for the murder. Shin does have a special ability with the guns where he can slow down time when he gets a taste of his own medicine, as he sees firsthand the true nature of Pendrew.
Your weapon, officer. Good firing, Wei.
Pendrew! What are you doing?
I told you he wasn't important. Now he is. He's going to help us nail Charlie Peng. It's for the greater good, Wei. You understand?
I don't think I do, sir.
Wei, I know who you are. You're just like me. You do what must be done. Local PD is on their way. You should go.
Cops are actually annoying to shake off. Once you get faster cars, they're not as bad, but in this particular moment, they're annoying. Shin then receives a text from Ting that the golden koi was shot up.
What the fuck's going on?
Dog Eye shut up Winston's mother's restaurant tonight.
Winston, I just heard. Your mother?
She's fine. But 2 of our people were killed, and a couple customers were wounded. The police are there now.
Wait, he went after your family?
大佬, everyone's outside. 我哋隨時可以出發. Listen up! We're hitting a sweatshop on the waterfront. All his trucks move to that place. It's how he makes his money. I want it burned to the ground. Siwa runs the operation. Put that Gaton in the shallow grave.
Winston, are you sure about this?
Of course, I'm fucking sure.
Look, what's the chairman gonna say when he finds his warehouse floating in the ocean?
He's not gonna like it. But there's no way Dog Eyes walks away from this.
So burn the warehouse, but take Suwa alive. Put him to work for you, and give the chairman a bigger cut than he was getting from Dog Eyes.
Okay, do it. Bring him alive.
Right, boss.
So Shen convinces Winston not to kill him, but to take him alive and use him as a bargaining chip with the chairman and give him a bigger cut than Dog Eyes. So basically, F Dog Eyes over, but protect themselves by offering a bigger piece to the chairman. Shen and Conroy head over, and it's quite clear that Conroy still believes Shen is a cop. However, this is also a test for Shen because Conroy wants Shen to prove himself or else. So not only does he send Shen into the warehouse, but he also sends him without any guns. So the first couple of enemies, they're unarmed. Eventually Shen comes across a gunman. Taking care of him will grant Shen a gun. Guns have a finite amount of ammo, unlike the prior games. You have to keep this in mind and constantly grab ammo when you can or switch guns that are on the ground. As I mentioned, Shen has a cool ability with the gun to allow him to slow down time, similar to Nick King. He can take out multiple enemies using this, and there are also explosives that tend to be in the environment that Shen can utilize to take out enemies. Shen eventually finds Siwa and he runs off. Conroy and the guys start to set the warehouse on fire, and it's a race against time as Shin has to escape the warehouse as well as catch Siwa while avoiding the fire. Shin will catch up to him and take him hostage. I accidentally killed him the first time and I had to redo this part, but luckily there are checkpoints. Shin emerges from the warehouse but is ambushed by the police.
Shit! I said don't move! Fucking cops.
So Shin hops on a police bike and chases after him. He eventually catches up and hijacks the car, forcing him to submit. Shin then has to lose the police, and it turns out that Siwa is connected to a man by the name of Big Smiley. He explains Shin doesn't want to fuck with that guy, and either way, Shin takes him to the bus depot.
That was fucking crazy! Siwa. Nice to motherfucking meet you. From tonight on, your partnership with Dog Eyes is done. Take a ride. We can talk about the terms of your new partnership. We did good. Here, A little token of my respect. Keep this up and there's a lot more. I get the feeling things are looking up for the Water Street boys.
Thanks, boss. Hey, man. Look, I don't do this often. But, I'm sorry, I was wrong about you. You show your true colors tonight, brother.
I thought Winston and Conroy were just butt heads, but I really start to like Winston here, and I think that's the game purposely doing this. You start to appreciate Winston because it's like, of him and Dog Eyes, it's very apparent that Dog Eyes is the one that's more corrupt than Winston. Outside of Winston doing typical street gang stuff, he's not really doing corrupt stuff in terms of what the story tells us, while Dog Eyes is a little too far gone. So after completing Hot Shot Lead 2, the plot will continue. Getting close to the end of Act 1, Winston receives a call from Uncle Po.
Who's he talking to?
It's the Dai-Lo, man. It's the chairman.
我明白㗎啦，我馬上到。Wait, you're coming with me. Looks like you're gonna meet Uncle Po. The rest of you, wait here. Don't do anything until you hear from me. What's going on? You are staying here like I told you. And you are shutting the fuck up. Got it?
Yeah, boss. Of course.
Good. Let's go.
Winston on the way starts telling Shin to look after their people. He sees them as brothers, including Shin, tells him to look after his mother, his girl, and Winston lets his feud with Dog Eyes essentially put him in this situation. Or rather, Dog Eyes has pressured him into this situation. Luckily, Shin, quick thinking, convincing him to keep COI alive, keeps both of them alive.
Who gives a shit?
Fuck off, Johnny. Hey, Winston. What's wrong? You look a little pale, man. That Dog Guys tells me you've been throwing your weight around. What happened? You guys used to be tight as shit.
Is he here?
Nah, he left a while ago. Without a scratch. Doesn't bode so well for the other parties involved. Go right in. Have fun.
Uncle Po.
Ah, Winston. Come in. Sit down. Have some tea. And you, young man, must be Wei. Winston speaks very highly of you.
Winston has been a good friend to me. I've tried to do right by him.
I like the way you think. That's the attitude that makes us strong. Loyalty, discretion. Used to be more common. Winston says you're the one who made sure Siwa was not arrested.
No, it was Winston's idea. He had to assert himself. Assert his position. But he didn't want to inconvenience you in the process.
Did he now? In any case, you did well. I want to show you my gratitude.
Uncle Po, there's really no need.
Don't argue with me. Do you know Roland Ho? He has a business collecting debts. The other day he told me that he could use some help. It's quite lucrative, you know. Tell him I sent you. Winston won't mind in the slightest. Will you?
Thank you, Uncle.
Winston, relax. I know you were provoked.
God damn it. I bet $1,000 I was going to be carrying you out in a fucking body bag. Uncle Po must like you.
Yeah, I don't think he has an opinion on me either way.
All right. I tell you what, you get tired of spinning your wheels in the night market, give me a call. There's more to this business than strong-arming street vendors.
Ricky. Your name's Ricky, right? I appreciate the offer. Let me think about it and I'll get back to you.
Uncle Po is voiced by James Hong, and Pock Mark is voiced by Byron Mann. Shin covers for Winston here, and it makes me wonder, could he have just threw Winston under the bus to benefit him to get closer to the Red Pole? But I think he saved Winston here because he's starting to connect with Winston, which then kind of shows that Shin's line between a cop and actual Triad member is starting to blur. Shin leaves and he's connected with Roland.
Hey, Roland Ho?
Who's asking?
My name's Wei Shen.
Ah, Wei. You got friends in high places, my boy. I hear you and Winston have been making trouble with Dog Eyes.
Dog Eyes has been asking for trouble.
I remember when I was like you, always looking for a fight, ready to kill anyone who so much as looked at me sideways. Here's a tip for you, kid. Don't take on a boss in your own triad unless you know for a fact someone else is gonna back you up. Hierarchy is the only thing anyone cares about. Always have, always will.
Thanks for the advice, old-timer. So, when can we get to work?
Okay, big man. 我睇你點做. Patsy Wing. Bad luck at Mahjong. You'll need this. Collect what she owes.
Roland offers debt collection missions, and the first one is actually forced on you. Shin has to recover a car, but he can't kill the target. Once he gets the car back, the target jumps out, but they had a bunch of stuff in the trunk that will compensate for what they owe. Shin takes the car back to the inbound, and that finishes that mission off. While this is going on, Winston updates Shin on the situation. Basically, he's alive. It seems to imply that he might have got his ass beat by Pock Mark, but he never says it. He then mentions a wedding that he's getting engaged, and this is the first we hear of all of this. And before Shin can assist him with his wedding plans, he has to meet Raymond once more.
Raymond.
Shen, finally. Where the hell have you been?
Look,
Do you have any idea what's going on? What happened at the warehouse?
Raymond, do you ever actually read my reports?
Your reports? All I have to do is read the goddamn newspapers. They're calling it a massacre. If it ever came out that the police were involved, we're dead.
It won't.
Well, you can't know that. You at least could have turned Siwa over to us. It would have helped our case.
That would have put the entire operation at risk. What does Pendrew say?
You know, he's not your handle, Wei. I am.
Well, then fucking handle it, Raymond. Well, how'd you think this was gonna go down? Huh? Whatever it takes. You remember that? You wanted results, and you can't get them sitting behind a desk, nose in a rule book, with a stick up your ass. Look, Raymond, I am doing what needs to be done.
No, you've crossed the line, Wei. I'm gonna terminate this operation.
You can't do that. Pendrew won't allow it.
Pendrew may like to take chances, I don't. And you are dangerous.
Fine. But before you go back to your office to try and pull the plug, go ahead and tell Pendrew that I just met the chairman of the Sun On Yee.
The chairman? Wait, you're just a foot soldier.
Well, this foot soldier has just been marked for promotion because I made sure Suwa got out safely. It'll be in my report, and maybe this time you'll actually read it.
The meeting will conclude the events of Act 1. Act 1 establishes the necessary characters. It also mentions future characters we need to know about. We know what Shin's goal is, but we're starting to see Shin get mixed in with what the Triad's doing and blurring between his mission and what he's doing. We also get an idea of his issues with the Triad, specifically with Dog Eyes, as well as Shin's own issues. We also start to see Shin connect with Winston, and I believe this is more so due to both of them have bad experiences with Dog Eyes, but also because of the amount of time Shin is experiencing with Winston. In real world undercover work, the longer a person spends undercover, the more they start to connect with the people that they're undercovering with, and this is why long-term undercover is usually a bad thing, which is also why Raymond's there to make sure that Shin is staying on track but Shin thinks he's the shit, so he's not listening to Raymond, and it's just getting bad. Dog Eyes is also backed by Big Smiley, someone who's implied to be an even bigger threat, and on the cop side, Pendrew is starting to show a similar vibe to Shin of doing whatever it takes to get the job done, which is very morally gray. I think Act 1 for the most part does a good job to pull the player in, and it's definitely showing us the story is only going to ramp up from here. Wei Shin wakes up in the second safe house located in Central. With Shin getting deeper into the San On Yi, he becomes further intertwined with the Water Street gang. Winston is getting married and Shin offers to help. Shin speaks with Mrs. Chu and turns out Peggy has to go to the flower shop. Peggy is really fine, like really fine, and it makes me wonder how Winston pulled her. She seems very sincere and cares for Shin.
過嚟啊嚇！唔好放喺度啊嚇，凍晒啦！點解你嘥太時間啊？你知啊，我 Vincent 咧就嚟同 Peggy 結婚噶啦。
Yeah, he mentioned it the other day. Congratulations.
梗係啦，到時間啦阿 Peggy 咧就係想準備啲婚禮，咁佢又唔叫 Vincent， 我會揾人車佢。 咁你唔介意啦嘛嚇
No problem at all, Mrs. Chu.
好，咁就好啦。走啦，唔該晒啊！我要多啲雞，你哋攞多啲雞俾我啊！咪企喺度傻瓜咁。
Hello, Wei. Thanks for driving me around.
Yeah, no problem. So, where are we going?
The flower shop. I still have to pick the color I want. You won't believe how much work it is to get ready for a wedding. We've been planning for 8 months now, and there's still so much to be done.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It better be perfect. My wedding has to be perfect.
Throughout the mission, Peggy's mood is on the screen. Essentially, Shin has to make sure he doesn't collide with anything or risk Peggy's mood going low.
You have to have someone you can be soft with too, Wei. It's very important. If you're hard all the time, one day you'll forget how to be soft.
So good to see you again. Welcome, welcome.
I'm here to finalize the details of the flower arrangement.
Yes.
I'm just the driver.
I'm just gonna change back and then we'll be done. Actually, there is one other thing. Black orchids. This probably sounds silly, but it was my mother's favorite flower, and now that she's gone, I was thinking that I'd love to have a black orchid centerpiece.
I'm afraid that's impossible. There are none to be found in Hong Kong.
Really? Well, I thought they had some down at the Garden Temple.
Well, yes, but they're not for sale. The other day, the CEO of Old Boy Trading wanted one for his daughter. He told them they offered Temple $100,000. They still say no. It's incredible, no?
A black orchid at a wedding guarantees that the couple stays together for the rest of their lives. Oh well, Wei, come on. We can go now.
Next, Peggy has Shin head over to get the wedding cake. However, Winston texts that the cake is being stolen and Shin has to get it back from Dog Eye's men. Upon getting to the shop, the two see the van take off with the cake. Shin chases after the van, hijacks the van, retrieves the cake, and next, Peggy really wants those black orchids, so Shin heads over to the temple. Shin sneaks into the temple, changes clothes, then makes his way towards the orchids. While this is a sneak mission, it's not, because Shin can talk his way past enemies if he's seen. Grabbing the orchids will cause the monks to start to fight Shin, proving to be more challenging because I wasn't making use of the counter system versus trying to fight them and getting randomly hit in the middle of my hits. I eventually get Shin back to Peggy, and then they have to lose the cops. Shin loses the police, and Peggy's words of wisdom are starting to affect Shin.
Thanks for being so helpful, Wei. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Sometimes this wedding thing stresses me out. there's so much to get right, and you only get one try.
Don't worry, Peggy. It's gonna be perfect.
Oh, it's so nice to find someone you can really rely on. I can see why Winston likes you.
Looking at some of Shin's reports, he's done some morally gray things. He's allegedly killed his sister's dealer. At what point is it too far? His vendetta has him trying to destroy the Sun On Yi. The words that Peggy is saying almost make Shin believe that he could do better. Maybe he's not too far gone. Shin heads to grab his tuxedo for the wedding and he gets a call from Jackie. Jackie tells him he's going to be late. Once Shin arrives, everything is great. A little too great. Even Uncle Po shows up.
喂，我個老友 I'm so happy you can make it.
Congratulations. Peggy, you look stunning.
Thanks, Wei.
You both must be very happy.
Yes.
The best day of your life. So they say. You know what? They're right.
If you say so.
Oh, Uncle Po, welcome.
Congratulations.
My guest of honor.
I'm happy to be here. It's nice to see someone who wants to be a good family man. Not enough of that nowadays.
Hi.
You look absolutely lovely, my dear.
Thank you.
Almost as lovely as your mother-in-law. Oh, and Mrs. Chu, I expect the food to be...
Wait. Fantastic. I got a case of the chairman's favorite wine in my car. I forgot to bring it in. Do you mind grabbing in and making sure they know it's for him? I'm gonna make sure he gets inside, okay?
Yeah, sure thing, Winston. You gotta enjoy your day, okay? Where are you parked?
Right through there. I'm going. Just bring it into the kitchen. Shit!
Considering the recent situation, I didn't expect Uncle Po to show up for Winston's wedding. So he runs back to investigate and Jackie finally shows up who offers to help, but they can't get through the entrance. So Jackie goes to get help, aka the ambulance or whatever, and Shin sneaks in. So it turns out the men who are supposedly the 18 gang had attacked the wedding. And Sleeping Dogs, 18K, and Sun On Yi are rivals like their real life counterparts. They disguised themselves as caterers for the wedding and began attacking everyone. Choosing to attack Winston's wedding is wicked. Like, who does that? Shouldn't there be some form of honor? Maybe some like, alright, we're not gonna attack the innocent. Nah, they went after his wife, him, everyone. It do not matter. So the first area will have Shin fighting against enemies upstairs and downstairs. Now once all the enemies are defeated, he moves on to several enemies with weapons. Now the hardest part is getting a weapon because for some odd reason Shin is a cop who doesn't have a weapon nor has decided to keep a weapon on him at all times. Now once Shin does attain a weapon, he can utilize his slow ability to take down all the enemies. Shin is then able to move on, but he eventually meets up with Winston and Peggy.
Winston! Shit. Oh God. Peggy. Wait. Get Peggy out of here. She doesn't deserve this. Winston. Fuck. Oh, shit. Peggy.
Shin isn't given any time to process their death, making his way into the main hall, and once inside, we see Uncle Po has also been shot. This proceeds to a giant shootout, and there's no way I should have survived this part because I did everything wrong. I was running in front of the gunfire, was basically not under cover properly, and it got to the point where I was like 1% health, and I was just somehow avoiding death. Now, it's thanks to the regeneration ability of food items, as I did eat something prior to going into this mission, but even still. Now after many enemies are taken out, and I mean many, including a hostage by accident, Shin gets to Uncle Po and he's bleeding out fast.
Uncle Po! Are you okay? Can you walk?
What's going on? What happened to Winston?
Okay, come on. We gotta get you out of here.
Shin has to make his way out before Uncle Po bleeds out. Fortunately, there are checkpoints, as I didn't know you could run. Eventually, Uncle Po does die out, but I do respawn at the checkpoint. Eventually, I get Uncle Po to the checkpoint, and then everything is good.
My uncle, he's hurt. We need a doctor, now!
What is this? What's going on here?
My boy, maybe you'll want to leave before our friends, the police, show up.
Are you gonna take care of my uncle? And if anything happens to him, I'm holding you
police?
personally responsible.
Oh, thank God.
Are we clear?
Okay.
Where have you been?
Stuck in traffic. It's Hong Kong.
Fuck, Raymond. You think showing up for these things is easy for me?
I know you've been through a lot, Wei. More than we have any right to ask. Now the wedding.
It was a massacre, Raymond. A massacre. Winston was a red pole, sure, but his wife, they fucking gunned down his wife on her wedding day.
We knew you would become personally attached, Wei. It's inevitable in an operation like this. And seeing something like that would be hard. Hard for anyone.
It's war now.
No, it's not. You're a cop, all right? Your job is to enforce the law. You can't remember that? I'll pull you out right now.
Pull me out?
Your job was to get close to Winston. Now, that's not much of a strategy anymore.
Get close to... Open your eyes, Raymond. I am Winston now. With him gone, I'll be taking his place. You want the chairman? I report to him now. You want the red poles? I'm one of them.
That's what worries me, Wei. You're one of them.
You want to give up the best undercover HKPD has ever had? Your best shot taking down the Sun On Yi? Exactly. We done?
Yeah, we're done.
Anything happens to me, you look after our people, okay? Get Peggy out of here. Winston! He doesn't deserve this. No!
This is the only time in the whole game that he's shooken out of his sleep in this regard. So the cop mission Hotshot Lead Forward must be completed before Shin can continue with the plot. And before getting back into the plot, I take care of a couple face missions. I also found another statue in one of the gambling dens. I take it back to Sifu and I learn the disarm tackle. Shin makes his way over to the Golden Koi, checking on Mrs. Chu. Shin tells her he got a good look at one of the men at the wedding.
Mrs. Chu. I was just stopping by to see if there was anything you needed. I know it's no consolation, but I got a look at one of the gunmen from the wedding. Now I will find him, and I'll make him tell me who's responsible.
唔使，你揾到佢，你帶佢嚟呢度。 你拎佢俾我啊！
Some may not have noticed what Shin did here, but when he went to go talk to Mrs. Chu, he turned off the bug that was in the restaurant. He did not want any of this on the record because it was no longer about police work, but it was now about revenge. Because again, as Raymond pointed out, Shin is getting closer to these people, and what happens with undercover work, you get attached. So this is a symptom or a sign that Shin is attached to the people that he has been investigating. Shin first gets Johnny's number from Ricky. Shin then traces the number to find Johnny's location. Once Shin traces the call, he heads to Johnny. At the location, Shin fights his way towards Johnny. Eventually coming face to face with gunmen, Shin steals weapon, begins his attack. And just as Shin catches up to Johnny, Johnny hops into a car and speeds off. Johnny will be assisted by a couple of enemies, and Shin can utilize the gun to deal damage to the enemies until Johnny remains. Shin will chase after the car, hijack it, take Johnny back to Mrs. Chu, and it is implied that she cuts him up into a meal.
Johnny the rat face. Meet Mrs. Chu. Winston's mother. Summer, I don't know what this guy told you.
佢話俾我聽，Winston 死個人，你就喺嗰度。但你話俾我聽，邊個叫你做啊
I don't know what you're talking about, you crazy old bitch. Please.
喂，你而家應該走，你走啦喂。
Wait, don't leave me here. She's fucking crazy. Okay, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just please, don't.
Shin then heads over to Club Bam Bam to link up with Jackie and Conroy.
You gotta do something Shut about the fuck this, up, man. Jackie. We gotta think.
You gotta think.
Shut up, both of you. Winston's gone. Right now, we gotta stick together.
We just can't let the 18K get away with this.
What makes you so sure it was 18K?
We all saw them. They were definitely 18K. Even stupid Jackie knows that.
You ever think maybe they were just trying to look like 18K? Look, we've had a few skirmishes with them lately, but nothing major. It doesn't make sense that they would do something this big.
So who do you think it was?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. And who the fuck are you?
I'm here for Mr. Lee. I take it you've heard of Big Smile Lee.
He's another Sun On Yee boss, Red Bull, just like Winston.
Okay, what can we do for Mr. Lee?
He has decided that for the time being, you may continue your operations in this area. But the percentage previously paid to Winston will now go to Mr. Lee.
That's an interesting proposition. But I have a counteroffer from Mr. Lee. I'd appreciate if you relay this back to him word for word. Can you do that? You tell Mr. Lee that his people stay the fuck out of our territory, and in return, we'll let him live.
I don't think you'll find that offer to his liking.
I think you'll find that I don't give a fuck. You see our guest out, make sure he doesn't get lost.
You'll regret this. I promised you that.
Shin will have to deal with Big Smiley entourage, and Shin will have to make his way through the enemies until he gets to the entrance. This part gave me some trouble. Shin will have a limited amount of ammo, and it could get a little bit annoying as you're constantly getting double teamed. Once Shin gets to the entrance, the next phase of this starts. Several of Big Smiley's men are outside, and this was the hardest gun mission so far in the game. I died a few times before the mission turns into a car chase. Once it turns into a car chase, Jackie is basically driving the car while you're shooting at endless waves of cars and motorcycles. Sounds a lot similar to my least favorite mission in New York City, because that's exactly what this is. This mission actually pops up additional times throughout the game. These endless waves of cars and motorcycles chase after you guys while Jackie and Shin is in the car. The trick is to shoot the tires. Eventually, they catch up to Ponytail.
Yeah. Don't let him get away, man. No way you get away clean, Ponytail!
Shin will constantly chase after him while maneuvering over obstacles, and eventually Ponytail and him will get into a fight. Shin beats his ass, but Ponytail gets the best of him and he gets away.
Tell your boss, stay the fuck out of my territory.
Fuck you, eh?
The cops show up and Shin has to retreat. Shin is fortunately saved by an unexpected person.
So why'd you bring me out here?
I have heard a lot about you, Wei Shen. I will get to the point. You must realize that you cannot stand against Big Smile Lee alone.
That's what everyone tells me. Roland Ho said I'd need other bosses to support me.
Indeed. Nah, I believe in harmony, balance, peace, and I don't mind spilling a little blood to achieve it. With Uncle Po in the hospital, there's much uncertainty in the Sun On Yee. If he recovers, we will both be stable and strong.
But if he dies?
The 18K presents a very real threat. We cannot afford to appear weak. We will need to elect a new chairman quickly.
You, for instance.
Ah, Big Smile Lee represents a step backwards for the Sun On Yi. Why continue to force girls into prostitution and pornography when there are other, less archaic, more profitable ways for us to make money? I have very different ideas about our future. I want to take the Sun On Yi forward, but it would be unwise even for me to stand against Big Smile Lee unaided, which brings me to you. Now, we both appear to have the same problem, Wei Shen, and the opportunity to benefit if we work together.
So it seems. I have my own reasons for hating Big Smile Lee's operation. Now, if you stand against him, you can count on me.
Good. We will talk soon. 早唞啦吓，魏生。
Broken Nose Jang. She is voiced by Elizabeth Sung. She wants what Shin wants. Pussy? What, yo? She wants to take down Big Smiley. Jackie texts Shin regarding a problem with Nas.
What those assholes did? Who? Those guys at Top Glamour, they're fucking with me. I brought them another load of watches. They were supposed to give me 200,000 for them. Instead, they give me this hunk of shit. I don't even know how to ride this thing. I had to push it here.
Calm down. Give me the bike. I'll get you your money.
What are you gonna do?
Same thing I always do, Jackie.
So Shin takes it back and it becomes a huge deal. So Shin encounters Nas. Again, at the start of the game, Shin was with him, but now it's apparent that Nas is a police informant. Nas is also a part of 18K. So when Shin pulls up demanding money versus that motorcycle, Nas sends 18K after him.
Nas, not this fucking guy.
What do you want?
My friend Jackie tells me you owe him some money.
You're sitting on it. And where'd you get off strong-arming me, huh? I know you're a cop.
And I know you're a snitch. You want to see who your boys kill first?
Fuck you. Kill him! Kill him!
Shin has to chase Nas on the motorcycle, and Shin eventually catches up to him and he blows up a gas tank. He takes Nas hostage and puts him in a car, but before doing so, Shin will have to shoot his way out. As Shin drives off, he gets tailed. Shin will have to shake off the pursuers, and after getting away, he will call Tang to get rid of Nas, and he takes him to the undercover HQ. Shin heads back to the Golden Koi to ask Mrs. Chu who was responsible for the wedding shooting, and it turns out it was Sammy. I learned why they call him Dog Eyes, by the way. Since Dog Eyes is in league with Big Smiley, who is in the prostitution business, it simply is the look a girl gives a guy when she's blowing them. A lot of the characters in this game have nicknames that directly correspond to what others see them doing or they themselves doing.
Mrs. Chu?
你知冇啊 ？Sammy 佢細個嗰陣，佢每日都喺呢個廚房度食嘢，坐喺嗰度靜靜地食飯。而家佢會做出咁樣嘅嘢。
Sammy?
Dog Eyes.
Dog Eyes did it. Is that what Johnny told you?
幾多錢都唔值得。阿威啊，呢種生意會令人黐線嘅。我叫 Winston， 係我錯嘅，我鼓勵佢。而家揾佢，帶佢嚟呢度。
Shin heads over to Dog Eye's hangout and he already knows why Wei is there. This turns into a boat chase, and this is one of the few times that boats will be utilized. Boats are weird to control and they're my least favorite thing in this game. Shin makes a call to one of the peeps and he brings over a car. In the meantime, the chase ends up turning into a foot chase and Shin then runs into an ambush. Several men start attacking, but they're no match for Shin. Eventually, Shin comes face to face with Dog Eyes.
What the fuck you want, man?
You've done some bad things, Sammy.
What did you call me? Huh? Nobody called me that anymore. This is about me balling your fucking sister, isn't it? Huh? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Wake up, little brother. It's not like I put that needle in her arm. You can't take this stuff personally, Wei. It was business. You know what I'm saying?
Not to me, it wasn't.
Look, if you don't like it, you take it up with Big Smiley. He's the one who needs the pussy. I was doing my job. Fuck, man. Is this what this is all about?
Yeah, and Winston, and Peggy.
Fuck!
You're coming with me.
Look, maybe we can cut a deal. All right, stop all this shit, man. And I'll make sure that Big Smiley cuts you in on one of the side business. Maybe the fucking whole damn thing. I mean, hey, we can be generous, okay? Yeah, he's gonna be the future chairman of the fucking Song Yi.
Yeah? You and Big Smiley are pretty close, huh?
Yeah, we're tight, like motherfucking brothers.
Me and Winston, we were tight too.
One of his men saves him and another ambush starts, but this time Dog Eyes enters the fight. The fortunate thing here is that countless environment blows are available, allowing the player to get through a lot of these enemies relatively fast, just grabbing them and throwing them into whatever needs to be thrown into. Shin will then fight Dog Eyes, who has a knife. Eventually Dog Eyes will go down and Shin will put him into the car that was brought over by the guy Shin called earlier, which was Duke. While Duke drives to the Golden Koi, Shin will have to shoot at waves of cars and motorcycles that appear. Once all of them are dealt with, then Duke will take Shin and Dog Eyes to the restaurant. Shin takes him out the car and Shin brings him to Mrs. Chu.
Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Jesus, I haven't been here in fucking years.
Sammy 啊，我為咗你一路開住個廚房，你睇我留埋啲骨喺裏面，你中意噶嘛？係咪啊
It's cool, Mrs. Chu. I already ate.
你同我食晒佢，食咗佢。
Wait, hey, what the fuck are you doing? I'm not fucking hungry.
Sammy，你避下我面，我特登為你做噶，唔使驚。唔係淨係你一個人，你個朋友 Johnny 啊，老鼠仔佢都喺呢度喎。
What the fuck? He's crazy!
佢而家喺湯裏面，或者我將你放喺煲湯裏面。
Wait, if you have a problem with me, then let's sort it out ourselves, okay? We don't need to bring her into this.
Sorry, it's nothing personal, just business.
Oh, God, I'm sorry, please, please, no, no!
What I found most strange was Shin allowed Mrs. Chu to kill Dog Eyes, but up until this point, we're told, and Shin also expresses how he doesn't like Dog Eyes, he blames him for his sister's death, but he allows another person to kill Dog Eyes. Now, you could look at this as character development that, hey, maybe he is processing that Dog Eyes isn't actually the one responsible for her death, or it could also be that he still sees it as Dog Eyes paying for what he's done. Shin receives a text from Pak Mark. He tells Shin Uncle Po wants to see him.
Temporary chairman, until you are well, Uncle. A man who would continue as you would wish. If they were brazen enough to attack a wedding, we have to assume 18K will be coming after us.
I know that you are right. Wei, my boy.
Uncle, you're okay.
Thanks to you. Sister Jiang told me about the troubles between you and Big Smile Lee here. You must stop this fight at once. We must be united against our true enemies.
Yes, of course, Uncle Po.
Good. Pak Mark, see to it that Wei is formally initiated. He's been a loyal foot soldier to the Sun Han Yi. It's time to make him a red pole.
Your initiation is young Leon. He has been selling to schoolgirls and was ordered to stop. He switched to the 18K instead. Make an example of him.
Thank you. I will.
If any of your people have not been properly initiated, bring them with you. Uncle, we still need to decide who will lead us.
What about you, Pak Mak? You are my greatest friend. You know my wishes better than anyone. Would you not take my place?
No, Uncle. I am your advisor. I cannot lead in your place.
So, if not you, who then?
Chu Chin Sao. He is your true nephew, your blood, legacy Doyan. Who better to preserve your wishes and keep the family together?
Tu Qian, can you handle this responsibility? Temporary chairman?
Yes, Uncle. I am ready and grateful for the opportunity.
Pak Mak, see that it is done.
Jackie, this way. Where are you?
Getting a massage, man. Let me tell you, the girls here are...
Listen, I got some news. I'm on my way over. We got an errand to run. See you in a few minutes.
Jackie finally will get his wish to becoming an official Sun On Yee. He will begin to doubt if that's what he really wants in life after this mission. So Shin informs Jackie on the mission they were given, and they head to the Galleria looking for Young. Instead, they end up fighting Shin and Jackie. They try to ambush them, but they're easily defeated. Young gives some pushback, and Shin fights him off, but he tries to pull a gun on Shin, and Jackie ends up shooting him in the head with no hesitation. The two drive off to get the initiation done with, and Jackie then has doubts that will only become more obvious as the plot continues.
Is it done?
It's done.
Good, good. Brothers, from today forward, your lives will be forever changed. Because today you are my brothers. We're bound to each other by blood, sworn to protect each other to the death if necessary. With our brotherhood comes duty. You will obey our leader in all things, and you will show your brothers respect always. With our brotherhood comes power. The Sun On Yee does not die. The Sun On Yee does not forget. It rewards its sons with wealth, status, and honor. It protects their businesses and their families. It cares for their children as if they were their own. Our brotherhood pays our enemies with pain, suffering, and death, and none suffers more than a traitor. Betray your brothers, and you will die 1,000 times over, slowly, in the dark. The Sun On Yee and the gods themselves will burn your soul from your body and crush the ashes with our heels. There are 32 oaths. With them, you are bound together. With them, you become Sun On Yee. Are you ready to begin? I read your report.
I'm flattered. Was it a slow day or something?
Pendrew's very impressed. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sort of impressed too. He wants you to dig around, see what you can find on Sunny Woe. Says it's a priority.
I read about him. I mean, he reps entertainers, dabbles in porn with allegedly some human trafficking mixed in. Well, why go after him? He's not Sun On Yee.
To bring down the Sun On Yee, we have to take down the people who support them, cut off their revenue sources, dismantle the network. This is how we hit him where it hurts. Sunny's revenue stream is massive, and a lot of it flows to Sun On Yee.
I'll see what I can do, Raymond.
By the way, you hear anything about Dog Eyes? He seems to have disappeared.
Haven't heard a thing.
Oh, before I forget, Jackie Mao, we're taking him in.
Jackie?
From what I read in your reports, he'll be a good source of info, and it won't be hard to make him talk. We'll need you to set him up for us.
That makes no sense. He's nobody.
He's a criminal, Wei. You're a cop. I hate to be a broken record, but it sounds like you're getting attached.
I'm not getting attached. I'm not a fucking idiot, okay? He's part of my cover. He brought me in. He's the one who vouched for me.
And now you're so high up, you don't need him. He's outlived his usefulness, so we're bringing him in.
I'm taking this up with Pendrew.
This came from Pendrew.
Taking him in accomplishes nothing, and it makes my job harder. I'm not doing it.
You don't have a choice, all right? It's a direct order.
Yeah? Direct order? Well, that's an order you can shove directly up your ass, Raymond.
Having one of his nightmares, he wakes up in a new house, the Alberdine houseboat, which wraps up the events of Act 2. So the major outcomes of Act 2 is that Winston died, Shin becomes a red pool, and we're being introduced to the next antagonist, which is Big Smiley, and also Shin's new assignment, which is getting close to Sunny Wo. I must say, it's also interesting how a character like Jackie is slowly starting to regret wanting to be a Sun On Yee member. I do wish we got more of Jackie's backstory because he was friends with Shin back in the day. But overall, I would say that the story, events, and what's unfolding are very interesting, and it's in the next 2 acts things get very high stakes. Shin calls up Jackie and Jackie has something big for them. He tells Shin to bring a car and Shin picks up Jackie and Jackie admits something. But first, he explains the mission to Shin. Shin tries to warn Jackie maybe that he should lay low. Then Jackie explains he hasn't been sleeping well since killing Young. The two will wait until it gets darker to start their mission. Jackie here asks Wei what's his plans after Sun On Yee, believing there isn't much to life they both can do. This shift in Jackie's character will continue. Jackie scouts the containers while Shin heads for the tool shed. Similar to the temple, Shin may come across NPCs. If stopped, he's prompted with the quick time event. Heading towards the shed is a cakewalk. Once there, he talks past the guy, picks the lock, grabs the cutting tool. Shin then heads back to Jackie. However, there are 18k guys near the containers, so Shin takes the cutting tool and puts it to good use. It makes the fighting very fast, and checking the first truck of 4, more 18k guys pop up. Taking care of them, Shin can check the remaining ones. Shin and Jackie find the right truck. Before they can celebrate, trouble appears. Shin has to get the truck and Jackie back. Shin will tail the truck, jump onto it, hijack, recover, and Jackie safe. They take the jewels to the jewelry shop, and once there, the police show up. They corner Jackie.
Don't move! You're under arrest!
Where are the others?
It's just me, boys. Just me.
Andrew, you piece of shit.
返死仆街啊！
Ricky texts Shin to meet at a K-bar. Ricky is voiced by Ian Anthony Dale. A cool feature that returns from New York City is the use of cabs. Cabs will take you to any icon, including main missions on the map. This comes in handy as missions will have Wei traverse the map from one side to the other, and it can take longer to travel by car. Once a mission commences, you can't use the cabs. Anyway, Shin heads over to Ricky at the K-bar, only for him to get a call from Ricky.
You serious?
Wait, get down here.
Jesus, Ricky, what's happening?
It's the 18K. They're all over the damn place. They're trying to kill Uncle Bo.
Shit.
Shin rushes down to the hospital to assist Ricky. 18k majority of this game have felt more like pawns than actual threats. Up to this point, it's fairly obvious they're either working with someone like Big Smiley or someone else in the Sun On Yee. Who benefits most from Uncle Po kicking the bucket? Someone who wants to rise to power. Shin enters the lobby full of 18k members. He takes them out fast and grabs a statue. Shin goes into the next area where 18k uses hostages while trying to shoot Shin. By this point, I have a grasp knowledge on how to use Shin, so this section was actually fun. Shin gets to the elevator and 18k crashes the electric system, so Shin has to force his way out and enter into another shootout with 18k. After dealing with them, I double check the area for any goodies, heal ups, and then head to Uncle Po's room.
Whoa, whoa, easy, easy. 18K shut off the power.
Uncle Po is on life support. If we don't get backup power running right away, he won't make it.
Okay, look, there's a control station down the hall. I'm on it.
Shin heads to the security center and more 18k members show up and more shooting commences. Shin will hack into the security system, which involves a mini game, after which even more 18k members show up. Now Ricky and Shin have to defend Uncle Po's room. 2 white shields will represent Ricky and Uncle Po's health on the map. Eventually the two will clear the goons, and Ricky further brings up how the code has been broken.
I think we're clear. That was close. Nice work.
No, man. We just got lucky.
Where was our backup? I mean, who was looking out for us?
Fuck. No one ever looks out for you in this town. I don't know, man. Feels like the game has changed. Used to be a brotherhood. There was a code. even amongst rival triads. Now we're killing each other at weddings, even in a fucking hospital. And for what? Shit. Let's get out of here.
Ricky also basically lets us know that there's something weird going on, because I find it even more interesting how no other Red Post showed up to defend Uncle Po. Whether this was intentional or not, it does make me wonder. With the cops on their tail, the two will have to escape. This was by far actually the hardest pursuit, and I was only able to get away through a very unorthodox approach. But it worked, I got away, and that was it. But Shin further implies he thinks someone is pulling the strings so they can control the triad.
So, when Dog Eyes is gone, this shit keeps happening. Might be that someone is pulling strings, trying for a move that lands him in control of the triad.
I think he's referring to Big Smiley. Big Smiley is the very reason why the civil war between Dog Eyes and Winston happened, which results in Winston dying. Who benefits from it the most? So far it seems like Big Smiley is the major character here. Shen gets Ricky to his destination and Shen takes it down. He goes to sleep. Upon waking up, Ricky messaged him in regards to a celebrity gig. I return his statue to Sifu and Shen learns the spinning heel kick. Once this is learned, Shen heads over to Ricky and Shen is finally introduced to Sunny Wo.
Well, well, look who decided to join us.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Come on in.
You sure you don't want to fuck her a little before you start? It's no problem at all. I'll just have to swing by your hotel on the way to the studio.
Nah, man, I'm good. We could do a photo shoot or whatever, and look, I'm sure it'd be fun and all, but that's not why I'm here, dude.
Ah, you don't know what you're missing. This baby will fuck you in a way your wife never could.
Sonny, this is Wei. Wei, the infamous Sunny Wo.
That's me, infamous and notorious. Glad you could come by. Ricky's told me all about you. This is King.
What's good?
He's producing Vivian Liu's next big hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot, man.
Wei here's the real deal. A bona fide triad killer from the streets. Cleavers, guns, castrations, whatever you want.
Okay.
Wei, why don't you take King out on the town and show him around?
Yeah, anytime.
It's like one big playground, man. Nothing's off limits. You want to pick up some girls, get nasty, done. And with Wei, no one will bother you. Nobody fucks with Sun On Yi.
Yeah, well, I mean, actually, that sounds all right. If you don't mind showing me around.
Yeah, sure. I wish I could go with you players, but business calls.
All right, cool, man. Yo, it was real nice to meet you, Sonny. Let's hit the streets.
Let's do it. Ricky, listen to this. I've been thinking. We need to get her a movie role of some sort.
Sunny Wo is voiced by Chin Han. He is tasked with showing King around. King is a producer from the States, and while he is voiced by James Mathis, back when the game was True Crime Hong Kong, he was alleged to be voiced by Pharrell Williams, the man that doesn't age. Shin takes King over to a K-bar, and Shin gathers some girls for their VIP karaoke room. There's a statue inside the bar Shin can grab. Shin will also help out Liliana, and she's another girl Shin can date. She is voiced by Megan Goldsmith, and after bringing her in, they insist Wei plays some karaoke. Afterwards, King will want some pictures, and things get hot and steamy, or at least that's the implications here. If I didn't mention it, Liliana, upon dating her, will reveal lockboxes on the map. Eventually, the two will leave the club, and you could tell the two have clicked. Some thugs were waiting for Shin. They try fighting him. King joins in, he beats some thugs, and he speaks more on the product he wants to sell. While it's never stated what this product is, I'm just assuming that it was weed, just due to the time in which case this game takes place.
All right, here you go. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Really. It's real cool to meet you. We'll see you around.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully first night of many.
Well then. Looks like this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
All right, man. Take care.
Shin goes back to Ricky and Sunny.
I don't mind you fucking her. It's one of the perks. But she has to understand the consequences if she disappoints me. Are we clear?
Of course, Sonny.
You're not getting attached, are you? A man of your caliber?
You don't need to worry about that.
I hope not. Wei, come in. Have a drink. You ever fucked some famous pussy, Wei?
Not yet.
Maybe one day.
It's a trip, man, let me tell you. You drive by one of those billboards the size of a building, and you tell yourself, I'm going to her place, bend her over the table, and then you do it. There's no other feeling like it.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of stars, I need to go pick up Vivian.
Let Wade do it. You and I have more business to discuss. How about it, Wade? Think you can handle a smoking hot starlet for the day?
Sure. You know, as long as Ricky doesn't think I'm moving in on his territory. Nah, of course not. Here, take my car.
You take good care of my little starlet. Go ahead and fuck her if you want. Just don't damage the goods.
So Ricky gives Shin his car and he goes to meet her. Vivian is hot, like damn.
Who are you?
I'm Wei. Ricky sent me. Didn't he tell you?
No, I was expecting Ricky.
Everything okay?
Everything is not okay. Is it wrong of me to want to see my boyfriend? Why do I have to put up with this?
No, Vivi, it's not wrong. And you put up with it because Ricky loves you. But...
But what?
Since your boyfriend isn't driving, I get to sit in front. Why are the bad ones always so good looking? I'm Sandra. What's your name again?
It's Wei. Ricky talks about him a lot.
Oh, all nice things, I'm sure. And you're here to basically do whatever we want?
Something like that. What do you have in mind?
Do you have steady hands at high speeds?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can provide references if you like.
Are you trying to talk him into one of those street races you always go on about?
And Vivian Liu is voiced by Lucy Liu, while the friend Sandra is voiced by Steph Song. Sandra wants to test Shin's driving skills. She's also another girl in the final girl that Shin can date. Upon dating her, more street races will be available in-game. But alas, she wants Shin to test the driving skills, so Shin heads to a street race. While on the way, they ask why Ricky couldn't come. Shin mentions Sunny and things take an interesting turn.
Sonny? That guy's a creep and a perv. Sorry, Vivi.
It's okay.
What? What'd he do?
Nothing, but he tried. I was at a party on Wallace Chung's yacht. I was like 16. I got so high. That's him, pull up. Hi, Alex. How are you?
Huh. This is your new boyfriend?
Not yet. Why? Are you jealous?
Of this guy?
Hey, so Sandra says you like to race. How about it? Now, if you win, I'll let you take the girls home.
Wei?
I'm not sure how much that's worth. Okay, we race for the girls and 100,000.
Sure, I'll take your money too.
You racing with the girls in your car? The extra weight will slow you down, idiot.
Think of it as your head start, Alex, because you're gonna need it.
Think of it as your head start. I'll show him.
He races with Ricky's car, hopefully Ricky doesn't mind it, and the race itself will start off fine. Things turn a bit worse as the police get involved. Shin's too fast, he gets away, he wins the race, then he has to outrun the police yet again. I do somehow get stuck, but through the gracious miracle of RNG, I get away from the police and Shin gets the two home. The mission will reward Shin the fourth and final safe house.
That was fun, Wei. Thanks.
Anytime.
Vivi, give Wei my number and tell him he can take me out on a second date.
Sandra says you can take her on a second date if you want.
Yeah, I got that. Thanks.
Thanks for taking us out today.
It was my pleasure.
The story slowly is starting to come to its close, and Shin's mission to disrupt Sun On Yi has him directly in line with Sunny Wo. In terms of the triad itself, they have been dealing with 18k members, but it seems someone might benefit. Ricky is by far one of my favorite characters introduced in this game so far. He seems more relatable compared to some of the other characters, and I do wonder how a character like him got partnered up with Sunny Wo. Shin links up with Broken Nose Zhang. She plots to remove Tu Chin from the chairman spot.
Ah, wait. 歡迎歡迎歡迎 Kind of you to join me. Care for some tea? 嚟，飲啲茶。
Thank you.
Tu Jin Sao seems to be getting very comfortable in his new position as temporary chairman. Too comfortable. I hear that he is already planning to make it permanent, should Uncle Po not recover.
Big Smiley will kill him before he'll let that happen.
Indeed. And that would allow Lee to take over the Sun On Yi himself.
That can't happen.
No, it cannot. Tu Jin must go. Dan Hai, he must not be removed by force. He must step down on his own, after which there will be an election.
Why would he step down?
Tu Jin likes heroin. So far, he has managed to control his habit. Dan Hai, anyone who indulges as he does lives permanently on the brink of an abyss. Nah, I've arranged for the quality of his supply to improve, and now you will give him a nudge over the edge.
Okay. How?
He is an immensely superstitious man. 好迷信㗎, obsessed with feng shui. He cannot bear to have the slightest thing out of place for fear of the misfortune it will bring.
And you want me to...
Make sure his luck turns bad. Very bad.
I like your style. I will.
Shen gets into a car with one of her men, Salty. He drives over to Tu Chin's spot. This literally where Vivian's friend Sandra lives. As it turns out, the two are related. The two find a way into the area using a nearby apartment. Shen cons his way into Tu Chin's property. After tricking one of the security officers, Shen makes his way to the front gate, climbs over to open the gate for Salty. Salty seems to find Shen attractive. He makes it somewhat obvious.
You're pretty and talented.
What?
I said you're pretty talented.
Once inside, Shin starts smashing collectibles. Shin opens the front lock to the statue. Shin changes the clock to 444 and unplugs it. Wondering why this particular number, I checked, and in Mandarin the pronunciation for 4 is similar to death. 444 is looked at as bad luck or triple death. Shin rotates the piano. Security comes back to investigate who's in the house. However, security leaves to get food. Once Shin and Salty leave, Shin hacks the camera to remove any trace of them being there. Salty explains his name's origin. Kind of makes me wonder again, how did some of the prominent characters in his game get their nicknames?
So, why do they call you old salty crab?
Well, that was this restaurant guy who owed me money. Couldn't pay. He told me I could eat for free at his restaurant until he paid. That way, I wouldn't cut off his hand like I normally would. Saw crab was the most expensive thing on the menu. I had that every night for about a year. Said Nina, so they used to call me Salty Crab after that. Then I got old. I'm old Salty Crab.
Anyway, it takes a bit, but I hack the camera and Tu Chins comes back. This scene shows just how fat he is. Like, he's just sluggish.
Those cards must have been rigged. I never had a game like that before. Never. Why did you stop me? It's your job to protect me, isn't it? Fucking rodents, all of you. What is this? Look at this. How can you let this happen? It's all gone to shit. Gone to shit.
What do you want us to do, boss?
Get out. Get out. I need to think.
Shin and Salty steal security's car and they escape. Jang then calls Shin to let him know that Uncle Po has died.
Miss Jang, how are you?
Uncle Po, he's dead. We're making arrangements for the funeral.
Things could get,
Complicated. Yes. I'll be in touch.
Of course. Whatever you need.
At first, I assumed that he died to his injuries, but I started to suspect that Big Smiley might have been involved. Shin returns another statue for Sifu, and he learns the jumping power roundhouse kick. After practicing it a bit, I continue on. I take some time away from the plot and tackle a bit of the side content, including the dates, one in particular with Liliana, which brings Wei in contact with another statue. I return it to learn the stun grapple follow-up. Once Shin practices a bit, he learns the skill. Continuing on, Shin soon comes back to Sunny Woe.
Wait! How'd the date with Vivian go? You wanna be her new boyfriend? Relax, Ricky. I'm just making a joke. So wait, you know Fifi Meow?
You mean the movie star? Yeah, I heard of her. What's she doing these days?
She's doing another movie in the Stripper Assassin franchise, but I want the role for Vivian.
That's a great idea. That would be huge for Vivian.
Yeah, it would help her profile.
Aren't you going with Vivian to the release party?
Yeah, you're right. Good call.
We're releasing the track that King produced tonight. You have a great time. You and the hottest star in Hong Kong. Go, have fun. You know Big Smile Lee?
Oh yeah, we've crossed paths.
Good. We've got a joint venture making porn. He brings the girls, I bring the production and distribution.
That's good money, I bet.
Yeah, if Vivian pisses me off, that's where she'll end up. But there's more money if I keep her a star. I just have to make sure she doesn't flake out on me. I want you to put some cameras up in an apartment. I need it done right away. Can you organize that for me?
Yeah, of course, Sonny. I'll take care of it for you.
Okay. Here's the address. There's a box of stuff over by the elevator.
Before heading over, I grab yet another statue nearby. While driving over, Sunny updates on the objective. Now he wants Shin to hack Vivian's computer, bug her place, then place the cameras. Shin arrives and tried to get by security, but security doesn't budge. Shin has to find a different route, which has him scaling the other side of the building by running down a block, climbing his way towards her apartment. After running through what appears to be a maze, going through the obstacles, he gets into Vivian's apartment. Inside, we grab another statue. Shin begins to hack her computer. Raymond texts Shin to tell him that Pendrew wants to meet. Shin then goes to bug the kitchen. Then he will hide upstairs as Vivian and Ricky return. After Shin plants the bug in the bedroom, he heads back to the computer to get the memory stick, then escapes the apartment. Shin heads over to Pendrew. Shin wants Pendrew to release Jackie, but on the condition that he gets a copy of the video of Vivian's bedroom.
Pendrew, there you are. Are you fucking crazy? What the hell were you thinking of arresting Jackie, huh?
Oh, I thought we were past all that. I just wanted to congratulate you on that business with Tang. Good riddance. Now, what about Sunny Woe? Anything new there?
What about Jackie, huh? Fuck, Pendrew. Are you deaf?
No, Officer Shane, I'm not. But you clearly have forgotten who you're speaking to. Wei, forget about Jackie a moment. Whatever we can get to stick to Sunny Woe will obviously hurt Big Smile Lee. And we both want that.
Fine. Sonny had me put up a hidden camera in Vivian Liu's bedroom. She and Ricky nearly caught me.
He always did have a reputation for that sort of thing. Think you could get a copy of that?
Are you fucking kidding me? She's got nothing to do with this shit.
This could be the piece that we're missing on Sunny. Can you get it?
All right. But I want Jackie in return. Cut him loose.
Very well. Get me the video and he walks.
I'll get it.
All right, I have to go. Get me that video as soon as you can.
All right, Pendrew, I hope you're happy. Vivian? What are you doing here?
Well, Sonny says you've been really helpful to him and to me. And I just wanted to thank you.
Vivian, no. Wait. What's this about?
Nothing. I just can't. God, Sonny's gonna kill me.
Wait, Sonny sent you here?
Yeah, don't you know that?
Know what?
I just I can't do it anymore. Sonny will just have to get another girl.
Look, Vivian, you don't need to. Not with me, okay?
So, you mean you're okay with it?
Yeah, it's okay.
Wow, you're the first guy who's ever, I mean, thanks, Wei.
Wei, did you bring the video?
And Jackie?
Done. This should be all I need to put Sonny Woe away for a long time. And with Uncle Po dead...
Wait, how'd you hear about that?
Good news travels fast. I'll have Raymond arrange your debriefing. Congratulations, Wei.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it's over. You've done your job. It's time to come in.
It's not over. Not yet.
Wei, the Sun On Yi is seriously crippled. Your mission was an unbelievable success. I must admit, I thought you'd be happy.
Big Smiley will take over. It'll be even worse than it was under Poe. I can't come in now. I'm not finished yet.
I understand your personal reasons for doing this, your history with the Sun On Yi. This is why I selected you. But you've done more than enough. Those are my orders.
Fuck your orders, and fuck you too, Penju. I came on to take down the Sun On Yi, not to shuffle the deck.
Shen, you're making a mistake.
Shen receives a call that Jackie will be freed and Shen should pick him up. Before doing so, I return 2 of the statues to learn the arm break and the double jump kick. Once both are learned, Shen makes his way over to pick Jackie up.
Wei, good to see you, man. Thanks for picking me up. You joking? Of course I'm gonna pick you up. You're my boy. You okay, Jackie? They treat you all right in there?
Yeah, I'm okay. I got lucky. Someone convinced Ming's brother to say it was alone. Was that you?
Nah, I wish I thought of it, though.
Some lady cop wanted me to turn snitch. Tang something or another. I told her she could go fuck herself.
Smooth. You heard about Uncle Po, though, right?
Yeah. When's the funeral?
Soon. We should go get ready.
From here, they head over to get proper attire for the funeral. Jackie and Shen get proper threads and head over to the gravesite. Jackie starts mentioning how the thought of a gang war doesn't sound cool. Jackie then further explains he doesn't think this life is cut out for him, but what else would he do with his life? Jail gave him a lot of time to think, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure how many days he was in jail, because to us, at max 3 days he spent, he might have been in there realistically much longer, enough time to think about his life. Eventually, the two arrive at the funeral and things go sour.
Naya, what the fuck are the 18K doing here?
They're here to make a show. Or maybe to start a fight. All the Sun On Yi leaders are here in one place. I don't think they expected the police to be here, though.
Never been happy to see the cops before.
Hey, where the fuck is Sonny?
They're fucking arresting him! Sonny Woe, I've been looking forward to this moment for a long time.
Yes, and it will make you look so good to your bosses. They might even pat you on the head like an obedient dog, right up until the time that I walk. Again.
Not this time, Sonny. Come on. Don't get your fancy shoes all muddy. Let's go, boys. We got what we came for. We're leaving.
Hey, you! You can't do this here. It's a fucking funeral. Goddamn police! Why don't you show some fucking respect, huh?
Why don't you? The 18K are about to do this city a great public service. And anyone who stays here deserves everything they get.
The cops are leaving? What the fuck? The 18K are going to...
This is gonna get bloody. Come on.
Shit, here they come, man!
Show these motherfuckers what it means to be Sun On Yi!
Shin shoots his way through several enemies, takes out a grenade launcher dude, continues on to take more 18K members while heading towards the entrance. Grabbing the statue, heading towards the front, Shin now has a grenade launcher and he takes down all of 18K.
Look, we can't let this go on. We have to deal with 18K and with the police.
All right, we need a plan. Where's Tu Chin?
He's in seclusion.
Seclusion? He's in a hotel somewhere, riding the white tiger, that fat fuck!
Perhaps you are right, Brother Lee. With Uncle Po gone, we now need a chairman who can lead us through this.
Finally, you're making some sense, Chuck. I am the strongest. I am the most feared. I say I should be chairman.
Perhaps temporarily. We should go
Wait! We need to have a proper election. That is the way it has always been done. It's the Sun On Yi Code.
Ha! You, a woman, talking of code. You should never have been allowed to be Sun On Yi.
But I was, and my contribution to this organization have been significant.
With respect, I have to agree with Sister J. We need to restore stability and order, and that means clear thinking. We should follow our tradition.
Our tradition? You've only been on Sun On Yi for a short time. What do you know about our tradition?
Nevertheless, Sister Zhang and Brother Shen are correct.
Fine. We'll have the fucking election. But I'm warning you here and now. Making anyone other than me the chairman will be disastrous for Sun On Yi.
Everyone has a vote. Our tradition allows...
What's the tradition? Ricky! It's out.
Shin then wakes up the next day and he receives a text from Conroy. Something big is happening. Before heading over, I learned the final move from Sifu, which is the dim mock, a powerful counter move. After practicing it a bit, Shin learns the move.
It's been a pleasure to work with a student as skilled as you. But I have to say, I find myself troubled.
Why, Sifu?
I have given you powerful tools. If they are not used well, surely I bear part of the responsibility.
You're wrong. You're not responsible for me. Each of us eventually answers for our own actions.
And when your journey is over, will you be ready to answer for what you've done? To live with it?
Yes, I will live with it. Because when I'm done, it won't just be me who has to answer.
Be careful, Wei. Those who seek justice are at the greatest risk of losing sight of it.
That's a nice saying, Sifu. But if I let that stop me, there won't be any justice at all.
And Shin will head over in North Point.
Hey! Assholes!
You! This doesn't concern you.
Kill him! Dump him in the harbor when you're done!
Shin will have to fight a gang triad. It doesn't label them as 18K, but they're likely 18K. These enemies gave me some trouble as I think I died once or twice here. After taking care of them, Shin gets a weapon. Mrs. Chu texts saying 18K are shooting up the place. Wei explains to Conroy Big Smiley is coming after everyone. Conroy says what I've been thinking out loud for most of this game.
Just for once, I'd like to fight someone outside my own triad though.
After clearing them out, Shin runs into a guy that's trying to force Shin to vote for Big Smiley.
You stupid bitch! Where's Wei Shen? I got a message for him from Big Smile Lee.
Oh yeah?
Ha! Just a piece of shit I'm looking for. You're going to vote for Lee, you hear me? You don't, we're gonna fuck you. All your ancestors and
Shin takes down more thugs in the alleyway, then heads to the roof with Conroy, and with a grenade launcher it makes things way easier. Shin will have to hold out for about a minute, making sure the allied strength doesn't drain completely. Next, Shin and Conroy will get in a car and race to get the cops off them. After losing the cops, Shin goes to Ricky's apartment to get him on his side, so Big Smiley has less people on his side.
Hey, Ricky. Whoa, easy, Ricky. Look. We have to talk.
I got nothing to say to you.
Calm down, okay? Listen. Big Smiley's coming after anyone who's a threat.
I work for Sonny Woe. We're Lee's biggest backers, and unlike you, I'm loyal to my friends. Sonny told me about you and Vivian.
What?
Ricky, I didn't do anything. I swear it.
But
Sonny recorded a video of us together to blackmail me, and now the police have it. They're threatening to release it if I don't testify against Sonny.
What do you think Lee will do to her when he hears?
you said no?
Of all the people Sonny told me to be with, Wei is the only one who said no. The only one. Even you didn't say no.
Listen, Ricky, you have to choose. If you back Sonny, Lee will probably ask you to kill her yourself. Or you can get her out of here, keep her safe, and Sonny stays in jail.
Okay, but what about Big Smile Lee?
You let me worry about Lee.
Jackie is also missing. Conroy mentions this, but he also says that if they're going after Mrs. Chu, don't put it past them, they would also go after Jackie. So it's very likely Jackie might have been caught in the mix of everything. Afterwards, Shin leaves Conroy and he meets with Raymond once more.
You got a lot of nerve after that shit Pendrew pulled at the funeral. What, he sent you to finish the job?
Pendrew doesn't know I'm here, all right? I'm completely violating protocol. Look, I never wanted you for this job, because of what Dog Eyes did to your sister and how you handle things in San Francisco. But you've done better than anyone could have expected. I can only imagine the pressure you must have been under.
Don't get sappy on me now, Raymond.
Wait, you crossed Pendrew, right? He's cut you off. This is your last chance to come in clean.
What? But what's he gonna do, arrest me? Call me a rogue cop? Look, I need you to be straight with me. Is he gonna blow my cover?
Look, I don't know what he'll do. Not anymore. Wait, just come back with me now. You're a good man. We can fix this. Smooth it over with Pendrew.
Jackie, not now. I'm busy.
Mr. Shen, we have your friend, so listen very carefully. You'll receive our instructions. Follow them if you want him to live.
Look, it's Jackie. I need to go.
Wait. Wait!
During their conversation, he gets a ransom call regarding Jackie. He's given instructions on where to meet. At the spot, Shin is ambushed by 18K members sent to kill him. After taking them down, Horseface appears, one of the few prominent members of 18K. Shin beats him down and forces him to tell him about Jackie's whereabouts. He doesn't know a thing, but Shin Ziwa knows something and he gives him up. Use his phone to track his whereabouts. Eventually, Shin gets his location and he confronts Shin Ziwa.
I've come for you. Damn it!
He drives off trying to escape, but Shin chases after him, slams him off the road, retrieves his phone, and now he has Jackie's location, so Shin heads for him. He first calls Old Salty for a boat and a gun. Once on the boat, 18K members pop up and Shin has to deal with them. My least favorite part in the game is on the boat, but now you have to use the boat and shoot people. It's very awkward. After taking care of the enemies, Shin hightails it to the island that Jackie is buried.
Jackie! Jackie, shit! Oh, fuck!
Oh, fuck, man.
You're alive.
That's how I fucking crazy. Fuck.
Are you okay?
Fuck, man. Fuck. Oh, man.
Calm down. I'm right here, brother.
I was gonna fucking die down there, man. Oh, I thought I was gonna die like an animal, man. Fucking like a dog or something.
Come on, brother. You're okay. I got your back.
Fuck. Duh. Wait. Thanks, bro.
How'd they get you?
Man, it was Big Smile Lee, man. This guy fucking grabbed me at the fucking funeral. Tossed me off the 18K, man.
Yeah, they used you to get me to an ambush.
Big Smile Lee. Fuck is worse than Dog Eyes, man. Fuck. Man, I don't want anything to do with any of this shit anymore. Sun On Yi, Broken Nose, Lee, I'm done with all them, man. To dream about beating the Sun On Yi, you know? What did you get me?
So what do you want to do now, Jackie? Election's tomorrow. We want to check out the building, make sure that Big Smile Lee isn't planning any surprises. But we got some time to kill.
I don't know. I almost bought it today, man. For real. I think I'm just gonna go take a walk or something. Got some shit to think about.
Sure, man. It's cool. I'll see you tomorrow or something. All right. Don't do anything stupid.
So Big Smiley used the funeral as a front to enact his plans. Maybe Pendrew told him the truth about Shin and Big Smiley was getting revenge. Well, if it wasn't apparent now, it soon will become apparent that that's exactly what happened. This would also be the last time Shin speaks with Jackie. Before continuing, I spent some more time doing some side content to help increase Shin's health, get some more skills, ensure I was ready for the final events of the game. So Shin calls Jackie, but
Jackie? Jackie? The fuck? Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Jackie! Ah, fuck! Jackie! Motherfucker!
Hello, Mr. Shen. Or should I say, Officer Shen. My name is Mr. Tom. Perhaps you heard of me?
Fuck you! I'm no cop!
Your friend Jackie didn't think so. He was most loyal. But then, I expect you wouldn't have told him anything.
You must be a very dangerous man, Wei Shen.
Son of a bitch, I'll kill you.
Oh, save your energy, Mr. Shen. You'll need it. The last cop I had in this chair lasted almost 48 hours. Would you like to try for a new record?
I understand your personal reasons for doing this, your history with the Sun On Yi. You do what must be done.
There were rumors. Before I'm done with you, you will confirm them. And then you will die. That's what worries me, Wei. You're one of them.
That's the attitude that makes us strong. Loyalty, discretion.
Zhang will be disgraced, and Big Smiley will be elected head of the Sun On Yi. Call me when he comes around. There's no rush.
So Shin wakes up and he's captured by none other than Tong, Big Smiley's enforcer. He happens to be the same one that tortured the previous cop. He also knows that Shin is a cop, but who told him? Shin is in a bad predicament, injured and on the verge of death. Shin, through the incompetence of his captors, is able to escape. He has to escape the building and Shin will walk slowly to show the state he is in. Once he gets to the next room, he moves normally like nothing bad happened to him. He will need to fight several men, and once Shin does so, he heads outside. Scaling the building and almost falling, he encounters more men. A guy comes out with a gun. Shin has to take him down. Shin starts to make his way downstairs and is met with several more men with guns. At various points, soda machines are placed to help the player, so while it does feel like Shin is on life and death, not quite. Eventually, Shin will get to the sauna and fight two men who are inside. Kinda reminds me of the spa fight that Nick has in Streets of LA. Once the two are defeated, Tong appears with a giant ass blade. Fighting him will mostly involve using the counter system. Eventually, Shin will get him to stab himself, finishing Tong off.
I'm sorry, Jackie. Fuck. Lee. Fuck the election. You did this, Lee. And I'm coming for you. Motherfucker.
Shin takes Mr. Tong's car and he heads for Big Smiley. As Shin drives over, various thoughts are going off in his head, including the final moments with Jackie. Once Shin gets to the compound, he immediately takes on several Big Smiley's thugs. The giant knife makes fighting very easy. The game probably didn't want you to be able to cheese your way through all the men, including the gunmen, so they made sure that at a certain point you have to ditch the weapon to use guns. I tried to keep the knife, but I ended up dying here, so I redo all this stuff. Shin then encounters many thugs shooting at him. He follows the path until he gets to a restaurant. NPCs mixed with gunmen will come out and Shin has to make sure he doesn't shoot them. Eventually, inside of the restaurant, he has to kill Ponytail. Ponytail is relatively easy to kill. There are explosives nearby, so that makes the task very easy. Once Shin does this, he finally encounters Big Smiley.
I'm gonna kill you! Surprise! Shit. Time to die, Lee. Fuck you!
And of course, it becomes a chase. Big Smiley crashes into a building after getting on a boat and Shin following pursuit.
You pussy!
You're done!
Piece of fucking shit. Fuck! How does it feel, pig? To know that your boss sold you out? And you fucked your way almost as bad as you fucked Jackie. You were supposed to die with Winston. Dog Eyes blew that. And that poke guy Tong. Fucking worthless Lan Yang. But that's okay. Because I am gonna enjoy killing you myself.
Fuck you.
The final fight of the game reminds me a bit of the final fight in Streets of LA with the General. However, I'm going to admit this fight is objectively easier and it's not as entertaining. There's no stakes here, Shin's health is not even present, and it just seems like the game wanted you to win. Yeah, Shin lost a lot because of this guy. I wish the fight was way harder. Shin does defeat him, throws him into an ice chipper, and it's still a satisfying death. Big Smiley felt like someone who is just fucking with everybody. He's a sore loser, tried to force his way to get what he want, and he ultimately paid the price for it.
Raymond.
Hey, easy there, Way. This man is in my custody.
Yes, sir.
You okay?
Yeah. Where's Pendrew?
He's up for promotion. Interpol. He's done with us.
He's dirty, Raymond. He outed me to Big Smile Lee.
Take it from me, Way. Whatever you heard, it won't matter. The only voice they hear is Pendrew's. You did what you came here to do, all right? Let's get you cleaned up.
Jay? What the fuck? Pendrell? What the hell?
Superintendent Pendrell, I'm surprised to see you. You're the one who chased my boys away?
Poe, you know why I'm here.
I can imagine all sorts of reasons. I'm sure you will tell me.
I'm moving on to greener pastures, but not without taking care of some unfinished business with you and Sonny first.
We had a deal, did we not, Pendrell? I gave you the 3 Tigers. It made your career.
And I let you and Sonny continue operating.
A sacrifice you were willing to make.
At the time. I'm putting Sonny away, and with you gone, I'll finish this once and for all.
The only difference between you and me is I know what I am.
Jesus Christ. Pendrell, I've got you, you son of a bitch.
What would you like me to say? Whatever I did, I made Hong Kong a better place. I served the greater good. But you let them get to you. You abandoned your duty, officer, and became one of them. You deserve to be handed over to Big Smile Lee.
Did I? Well, Pendrell, I guess everyone gets what he deserves, including you. You ready for life in prison?
What?
Because all your old buddies are gonna be waiting for you. I made sure they found out what you did to Uncle Poe.
That's a fucking death sentence.
I know.
Where you can't. I won't last a day in there.
That's the plan. Inspector.
Officer?
I just wanted to say thanks.
For what? It's me who should
For
be...
helping me close cases. Do something I can feel good about. Hell, for helping me stay sane.
My pleasure. So, what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Job's over, but I don't really have anywhere else to go. Strange to say it after all that's happened, but Hong Kong kind of feels like home.
Yeah. But which Hong Kong, officer?
And what about Wei Shen?
He proved himself to be loyal to me, one way or the other. And isn't that what really matters? Leave him be.
Yes, Aunt Jane. Drive.
The story of Sleeping Dogs, in my opinion, is a good story. There are characters that grew on me. There are some that I wish had more time in the plot, like Winston and Dog Eyes. I wish more time was given to explore Shen's backstory. The overarching villain was done well. My only issue is how anticlimactic his fight was. I also wish 18K had a bigger presence in this story. They felt more like pawns than a standalone gang. The death of Jackie disturbed me the most, and if I had to compare Sleeping Dogs to Streets of LA in New York City, I believe it has a good presentation, but I'd argue that Streets of LA had a better use of its characters. While this does end the main plot of the story, there's also the secondary plot that I will be going over, which are the cop missions. The cop missions are composed of 4 major cases: pop star, hotshot, serial killer, and kidnapper. However, only 2 of the 4 major cases are required to complete the story. For this reason, I'll only go over the first 2 cop case leads. The first is Pop Star Lead. This is broken up into 3 different parts. Part 1, Shin will meet with Ming, who has stopped working with Popstar. Ming will tell Shin to take care of his last shipment and make sure everything is cool. Shin heads over to Popstar's hangout and Shin meets with Popstar. He strikes a deal with him and gets money from some deadbeats. Wei then returns the money and gets the ketamine. Once Shin shakes off the cops, he takes the drugs to Ming and completes the first part. Part 2, now to disrupt Popstar's dealer, Shin will find a particular spot, beat up some thugs, hack into a camera system. The hacking involves a minigame that took me several times from my first attempt until I got the hang of it. I hacked the system, then went back into the safe house. Shin then will have to wait until he identifies the supplier, then alerts the cops to get this person arrested. This will set up the events of part 3. Shin will get into a chicken van and wait out Popstar near his hideout. He next tails him until he gets to the deal. Shin stakes out until he gets photo evidence of the deal, including Popstar in the act. Shin then follows the two to get concrete evidence of the deal. He waits out the deal, but it turns sour with Popstar shooting the supplier. Shin calls Tang to inform her of the situation, leading to Popstar's arrest. This connects back to the main story with Shin being suspected of getting Popstar arrested, but he pins it on Ming, which gets Ming killed by Winston. The second lead is the Hotshots lead. This is broken up into 4 parts. Part 1, Shin will meet with Tang, who informs him about a situation in the underground racing circuit. She wants Shin to investigate a string of killings that seem deliberate, so Shin contacts Jackie, who informs him about the scene. Jackie gets him connected with someone by the name of Ace, a big racehead. Shin connects with him and Shin gets ready to race. One of my favorite elements in video games is racing, so Shin is given a car to use, and once he gets to the race, he has to finish the race. Now, I thought you had to win the race. Afterwards, Ace will demand a rematch, and we're introduced to a racer by the name of Hotshot. He talks really big, and that's where it leads off. Part 2, Shin will get into a city van and head to Hotshot's last location. While Hotshot isn't looking, Shin will plant a bug on his car. Shin then will follow Hotshot, who picks up Naz. Naz, who we learn is a police informant who's also 18K. He implies Shin might be a cop, and he warns Hotshot not to do anything stupid around Shin. After overhearing enough, Shin calls Tang, informs her about Hotshot and how he might kill Ace. Part 3, Shin enters a race by the name of Water Street. I stick with the 600 Coupe S that you're given in part 1, mostly because I believed it was good enough. While it was a close race, I managed to secure first place. Going into part 4, Shin heads over to Ace, but he instead receives a call. He says Hotshot's trying to kill him, and the call ends. Shin traces Ace's phone to find his location. This sends Shin off to race to the last location Ace was at before his girlfriend kicks the bucket. Shin investigates the crash, and Ace's girlfriend recounts what happened. Shin takes a picture of the crash, calls Tang to inform her of the situation. Shin then challenges Hotshot to a race to trick him into an ambush. Shin takes a car nearby and meets Hotshot. Hotshot not only cheats but also mocks the death of Ace. This isn't really a race, more so a follow mission until Hotshot drives into the ambush. From there, Shin disables his car, then he gets away from the cops. While I enjoy playing the remaining cop missions, they don't impact the plot of the story, and they only serve to be side content. Overall, I do wish the cop missions felt like they were more so integrated into the story of the game, but they're still fun to do nonetheless. Sleeping Dogs offers a lot of side content. First, you have the ability to take out the females. You have 5 different women that you can date. Amanda essentially is a date to take pictures with her. This date will reveal the location of health shrines on the map. The second one, Tiffany, her date is essentially karaoke, which you are forced to do in the game, so her date is essentially just something that you already done, and upon dating her, it will reveal the location of the jade statues on the map. She's also the only girl that Shin can kill after they break up. There's 2 optional missions in the game that pop up, and when you do them, you can kill Tiffany. Not Ping is the 3rd girl Shin can date. She'll show the location of security cameras Shin can hack. The date itself is essentially him hacking a camera. Ileana is the only unique date in a sense, has them race against each other. Winning will show lock boxes on the map for Shin. She's the only non-Asian chick in this game that Shin could date. And then the last one is Sandra. She'll open up more street races for Shin to partake in. The date essentially involves Shin maintaining high speed in a car, and fun fact, her father is 2 Chins. Bet you didn't see that. Now after dating all of the girls, you can then go collect all the shrines, jade zodiac statues, lock boxes, hack all security cameras, and complete all races. Even when this is complete, you still have all the favor missions. Even when this is complete, you still have betting houses like the gambling houses. You can bet on chicken fights. Sleeping Dogs was a fun game to play. It reminded me of Streets of LA. It had its own identity. I do, however, wish that Shin's character was expanded a bit more. It felt like he was mystery in some areas. While I do relate to his story and what he was feeling, it does also feel like the game told us more than showed us what he was going through. Sleeping Dogs has some really good music, and I think they did a really good job in the tracks and stuff they utilized throughout the game. Sleeping Dogs also has additional content, 3 story DLCs to be exact. If you guys want to see videos on those particular DLCs, let me know down in the comment section. I am Kai, what yo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, and subscribe for more.